Previously in the GodBreaking, striking a deal with Mistress Ambrosia, our party of hellbound adventurers made their way to the city of Erebus. The goal being to disrupt the Crimson Dance, the ritual amongst the five barons, upon which, when being completed, the survivor of the ritual, the winner of the ritual, would be the new bearer of the Volto mask, the mask that gives one power to rule this plane of hell. Mistress Ambrosia agreed to your terms and set off to the Crimson Dance, and you guys made your way through the city of Erebus and fought your way through the minions of the five barons. A lot of distraction and chaos being caused by Mistress Ambrosia's troops and minions of her own. You made your way down to the pit of Erebus, at the bottom of which, at some untold depth, you guys found the five barons engaged in the ritual. A drastic and desperate fight ensued, in which you barely managed to slay Baron Lorbwig, and distract the Torn Morrow. And upon doing so, you guys, let's see here. Something's squeaking. You guys hear that?
Yeah, it's like a chew toy.
I heard something.
Someone's mic is not on push to talk or something. Anyway, you guys managed to disrupt the Crimson Dance enough so that Mistress Ambrosia came out the victor. And in the final scene, she destroyed the Torn Morrow by summoning her new steed, Blightwing, the corroded silver dragon. And a couple of the barons had died. Lorbwig had died. Silithus had died. So right now, you guys are currently in the pit of Erebus. It is... Oh, and Adis died also. You guys he sacrificed himself to strike one of the final blows that removed Baron Dispater from the ritual. You guys are currently in the pit of Erebus. Mistress Ambrosia is victorious, and it's you guys there. So it's everyone here on the map. She steps forward to you, wearing the Volto mask, elegantly placed upon her face, her eyes bristling with power. Behind her, the massive silver dragon Blightwing roars its ominous head, and is in complete subservience to his new master. She looks at you all and says, "A job well done. You have completed your end of the contract."
Okay.
Baron Dispater, defeated, angered, looking around, retrieves his own Stygian mask, and as he does so, you see his very form fill with power. You guys realize that the versions of these barons you fought were them detached from their masks of power, since they had all placed them in the center of the circle. And now with his own mask on, he is revivified, full of energy, and he looks at he hesitantly and with a brief bit of just pause in his step, turns to Mistress Ambrosia and kneels down in front of her, bowing his head, and says, "My mistress," he says, "you command me. She reaches out one blood-drenched hand and places it upon and touches his shoulder and says, "You have it right, Baron. Remember it and remember it well. This will be the last time this dance will be enacted. I will not be so blind as my predecessor to allow my underlings to rise up against me. Serve me well, and you will prosper. Rise against me, defy me in any way, and you will find me a harsh mistress." "I would never dream of it, my lady." "Then be gone, and manage my resources well." Despater stands up, nods his head. You see his mask flare with brilliant green energy, and he rises up in a spiral of hellish light towards the surface. And he's gone.
Pepin will grab one of the other masks.
Deimos wants one too. Not from Deimos, but Deimos is gonna give it to Tempest.
They're all like suspended above the ground, right? As you go to touch them, they immediately feel wrong in your hands. The energy is vibrating, especially you, Deimos. Actually, as you touch it, let's see.
I don't wanna. Hey,
You
you
need to
let
make
me
a,
have a mask.
you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Bro, it's not even that bad, bro.
Okay.
All right, it's pretty bad, but it kind of sucks.
So you take half this and call this psychic damage.
Oh, donkey shits. All right. Let me add this. Oops.
Okay, there's this huge psychic backlash that crashes through your mind. You feel complete repulsion, and you actually feel pretty dirty, pretty nasty inside.
Hey, lady, do you mind if we, destroy the masks so they can never rise up against you? Or just one of the masks?
She says, "You will do no such thing.
Oh, fine.
These masks are how I will rule this realm. They will be dispersed to devils of my choosing. The ones who remain anyway. And those will rise up to be the lords of their own cities, and they will all serve me. Now, what do we have here? So the remaining masks are the ones for the Torn Morrow, Lordwig, Silithus, and her own. So Despater was the only one who still survived. Pepin.
They call me the problem child. I can be a little devil.
Roll your wisdom saving throw as you touch the mask.
Oh.
I'm actually going to take that 20. Because you feel something completely different from what Deimos felt. The mask bristles with power in your hand. You feel awakened. You see and hear and sense things that you never were aware of before. All around you, you can see the hellish flows of energy and fey moving in lines around you.
Neat.
Okay. Mistress Ambrosia looks at you and says, "Curious. Very curious."
I think we need an alignment check on Pepin.
I'll start walking over to her, saying, "Here you go."
Are you handing it to her?
Yeah, I'm while I'm going over, I want her to see that, the mask didn't repel me. That it actually, I want to start, making gestures, seeing like the flow of energy going through here, and like a little kid just saying, "Oh, this is neat," and then walk up to her and say, "Well, you're the new master here. What do you want me to do with this?"
She says, "Do you see more fully as you hold that mask?"
Yes, I do. I can sense the energy flowing through this place. It's weird, but not weird in a bad way. I like it.
She looks at you. She kneels down. She's like I said, she's 9 feet tall. She bends down slightly and she looks into your eyes. She says, "Interesting," she says. "Had I more time, perhaps at a later date, I would be interested in delving into the nature of your soul. You are not immortal as these are. She
Well,
stands
with
up.
everything
Go on.
of everything that's happened here, I can only guess that you're gonna need some help from someone that's loyal to you, and I can help you with that.
I shall bear it in mind. An ally. An ally of your stature, and with the shared history we have in this moment, would be of value. But come, we have business to attend to." She walks over to you, Adis, as your body is slumped on the ground, a heaping pile of just like broken flesh. The pure outpouring of all of your energy was extremely brutal upon your form. Your body is it not just sucked out all the energy from you. It like scarred and seared, and with the heat of the outpouring. A lot of your hands are burned. The skin all over your shoulders and your chest is charred. It's like it consumed part of your flesh in the process. She says, "This is the one with whom I had signed the contract. His soul rests within his form still." And she looks at you, Pep, and she says, "Surely you can see." Once
look.
his soul leaves, she turns to you all and says, "The contract is null and void." And she turns around, and she walks back over to the other masks and begins to pull them into her, just ignoring what you guys are doing. Pepin, roll a perception check.
Yes, sir. Do you want me to click the advantage button or just roll it?
Yeah, advantage. Yeah, you can see that holding the mask still, she didn't take it away from you. Holding the mask still, you can see Aegis's soul quivering faintly within his body, but it seems to be as if it's being siphoned off. Streams of it are being pulled away. You figure you guys have about 30 seconds.
I'll put the mask on.
Don't worry about this, bros. I got this.
I want to say to her that part of your contract with us is to make sure all of us make it back to the mortal plane alive. So keeping him alive is in keeping with your contract.
While they're talking, I'm going to put the mask on, and I'm going to see what I can do now that I can feel everything around. Maybe try to force the soul, instead of it being siphoned out, maybe try to force it back into his body so it doesn't leave.
Okay.
Anchor it somehow.
Okay. Deimos, what are you doing?
I already took the money out, all the ridiculous amounts of cash loads. So I just throw like a mountain of cash in the sky as I'm just going around, and I'm flexing them. I'm pushing them. I'm doing bench presses with them. I'm doing everything with them. You know, every type of lat workout. You know what I'm doing.
What are you casting?
True resurrection.
Okay. All right. So as you guys react, so Deimos, you come rushing over, and you drop everything, and you burn your most powerful spell instantly. Pepin, you place the mask on, and you can actually physically see the magical power welling up within Deimos, going towards the soul. I'll pause there for a second. Albric, you went over to Mistress Ambrosia. You see her gathering the other 3 masks. They're floating now, orbiting her. As she looks at them all, each one of them has a different tint of color. A red one, a bluish one, a greenish one, that kind of thing. And as you say to her, that thing that you said about the contract, you see them still orbiting her, and she turns to you just sideways, just kind of half looking over her shoulder, and she says, "Do not presume, dwarf, mortal, to dictate to me how contracts are upheld. His," she points at Adis's corpse on the floor, "was the signature on the parchment. With him, I have the bargain. Once his soul leaves, the contract is null and void."
All right.
Pepin, insight check. And you can, with the mask on, you don't have disadvantage because of exhaustion anymore.
Okay. Insight.
Okay. You get a faint feeling that Deimos, a pure concentration of divine energy like Deimos is about to unleash, will not have the standard effects here in the depths of hell.
Oh shit. Oh wait, I can't hear this.
Do I now seeing that, just getting that feeling, can I burrow into my arcane knowledge to see if there's anything I can do, or pull energy from the world around us or from the mask that I'm wearing to have the desired effect?
To shape and rework the energy that Deimos is actually blasting out of his hands right now.
Yes.
So this is going to be we'll call it an arcane check.
Oh yeah. Dropped the 2.
Hey, 19's not terrible.
Okay, so with the arcane energy around you, you resort to your knowledge and your history and your mastery over magic, and you begin to try to weave it in. You try to just, like, it's almost as if time is slowing in front of you. You can see Deimos's divine spell power beginning to shape effect as he completes the somatic movements of the spell. The energy is reworked and it has a very specific form, and you can tell that it's not going to have its desired effect as he starts reaching it towards Adis's body. You reach forward with arcane power, and you try to interrupt, to pause, to reshape, but you find it completely ineffective. I need you to make me a perception check. You get the slight hint, however, in your mind that what you're thinking about is possible, but you'll have to do it in a way that is completely foreign to you.
At this point, I'm willing to try anything, says the little naked kid.
All right. Looking around you, you open your eyes briefly, and there is Like you see the weave moving all around you, because the weave extends down into Beator itself, and that's what you have been always been tapping into. That's what you're accustomed to using. But now with the power of the mask, you see a deeper energy, a deeper, more ancient flow of willpower, of force, of emotion, raw emotion is probably a way to put it. And you see that here in hell, the anguish and the fire of this place is in and of itself its own kind of power, its own kind of magic. Okay, I need you to make me an infernal skill check.
All right, what would that be?
So you're rolling a d20.
Mm-hmm.
You're adding your proficiency. All right, and because you're wearing the mask, you're adding a plus 10.
Okay, so plus 16.
Nice. Ooh, nice.
Okay. Summoning the pure darkness out of the floor, out of the room, the walls, all around you. You engulf Deimos's true resurrection spell with infernal power. You twist it and shape it and complement it, both sides of the equation, the yin and the yang. And as one, you and Deimos guide that into Adis's broken body and accomplish what in hell would be impossible to do, and secure his soul, anchoring it to his physical form. And Deimos, your radiant energy heals it, as Deimos' radiant energy simultaneously heals his body. Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine, while you work through this, that thinking back to the growing up in the streets, having to be really not in the nature, having to steal if having to steal to live, having to backstab people in order to stay alive, being an orphan, being through all that, just tap into that side of Pepin that he doesn't like to show.
Yep, it's a darkness. It's something that was deep inside you, partially through your history, and your experience. But you're actually feeling a deeper connection, something way deep back inside you, almost like a heritage. And Adis, you come back to life. You're at 1 hit point. Your exhaustion is backed up to level 4.
Woot.
Okay.
Just climb up on my carpet and lay down.
Pepin, you are taxed because of that outpouring of energy. Deimos, you're not even sure what happened. You don't even notice necessarily what happened. You think you just...
Oh, I notice he's
something.
weak. Bro, you need to lift more.
Thanks, dude.
You're like $150.
I have a carpet. It flies. I'm good. Thanks, though.
Oh, okay. I have shoes that don't fly.
Thanks, man.
Okay, bro. Don't
You
worry.
Sit down.
Here,
Sit down.
fork.
Sit down. You
Carry
can sit
this
down on
guy.
it too if you want.
Oh, here. I'll stuff you in my backpack. Unless you can walk. Can you walk?
I have a flying carpet.
Oh, okay. You can walk. Okay.
I was saying you could sit down on it too if you want.
Oh, fuck yeah! I want to sit down on that carpet.
That's right, you sit your ass down, bitch.
Hey, bitch.
I forgot about that fucker.
Hey, bitch. Shut up. All I know is you're getting the goddamn joyride right on my back, bitch. We all know it. You know it. We all know it.
He says, well, like a joy wouldn't be necessarily what I called it. You may call it joy, all this
Yeah.
kicky, nasty, hairy, sweaty,
Yeah.
crusty,
Yeah.
nasty shit that you smear all over me and this shit.
Yeah.
I call it
Yeah.
hell.
You're a real man.
In fact, I'd rather be here in hell than be attached to your
I
fucking
mean,
back.
do you want me to? I could leave you here if you want. Take a hole, stick you in it. A little straw in your nose.
No.
Oh, yeah. I'm just joking, bro. Who's gonna carry?
No,
who-
no, you,
Best
bitch,
sentient
bitch,
backpack
bitch.
ever.
Remember, you promised me them
Oh,
gold and the jewels and all the
yeah, bro.
riches. Yep,
Dude,
you
you're gonna
promised
get
me
a
all
bunch of
that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get so many bitches.
That's right.
But then again, it's
right.
only if they're down for it, because you know, like, you can't use your money to get girls, because that's
Bro,
just
you
wrong.
see this face? You
But-
see this face here?
Yeah,
I
it's
am
kind of
the epitome
broken.
of sex appeal.
I mean, it was.
I flash a little
I'll
bit of
give you
coin and
that.
bitches come running.
Oh, I mean,
You know this is true.
don't get the herps. Let me at least buy you a special item so you try
I
not to
start
get
mending my
herpes.
clothes.
I got you, bro. I got you.
He says, remember, you owe me the riches, so I can buy the bitches.
Oh, I give him a fist pump. I'm like, bro, why aren't you fist pumping me? Oh wait. Oops.
And I just sarcastically, wincingly say out, "Don't you need legs to have fun with bitches?"
Oh no, he doesn't. He just get look at his abs.
Shut up. That's a sensitive subject. Hey, you lady with the blood hands. Yeah. Can you make me walk again? Can you fix my arms and my legs? I don't want to be hanging on to this hairy bitch no more.
Ambrosia just ignores him and walks over to you, Pepin. She says, "You hear? You're focusing on. You're still. Your body is still oriented towards Adis. You're still feeling the effects of what you just did, channeling a magic and a power that you have never even been aware of before. And you hear her whisper in your ear, suddenly, right over your shoulder. She's hovering over you, hunched over you. She whispers in your ear, 'Well done, young one. Well done.' Now," she stands up and she looks at you, Adis, "to honor my end of the contract. First, to sever the tie that anchors you to this plane." She comes over to you, Adis, and you see her blood-red hands stretched forward, and they reach down. One touches your chest, right? The other one raises above her head, and you see Blightwing come over to her. His mouth still chewing with the corpse of the torn morrow inside his jaws, crushing and munching.
That's so badass.
Right? She has one hand touching your chest, and the other, as Blightwing comes over, and he bends down and he inclines his head towards her, and she places it on his head, and you can see that the runes, the runic sequence all over his body just kind of light up and flare up and glow with power. She says, "One of Blightwing's talents, many talents, is to absorb the soul energy of those he consumes, and he has the ability to release it in a variety of ways. Now," he says, "give me that which the torn morrow had." And Blightwing, having consumed and digested the torn morrow's soul energy, releases it back into her hands, and you can feel the positive soul energy begin flowing into you. So you've been down here for 200 years, Adis, and all this time your own soul had been siphoned away, and until there was just a sliver left, and you in this husk of a body now. That is what kept you anchored to this plane. But as she infuses you with a massive outpouring of soul energy, you feel yourself completely rejuvenated. The veil of darkness that had been hovering over your eyes for centuries is lifted. You open your eyes with a brightness and a vitality you had not known, and that you had indeed forgotten many years in your past. So you are at full strength. You have 0 exhaustion.
Yay! She's so badass.
Okay.
Okay.
Young lady, where's Elwyn?
I pay her the all due respect. Then thank her.
She smiles at you. She says, "This is just part of the deal. And here,
Just because it's part of the deal doesn't mean I can't thank you and pay respect for what has been done.
Just as an act of my gratitude. She flashes her fingers again, and you feel the remain just the overpowering soul energy that's flowing from Blightwing into her. Again, siphon off, and it invigorates the rest of you as well, all of you. As she restores the soul energy that had been lost, you guys have no exhaustion anymore.
Thanks. But still, where's this Elwyn?
She says, "Hasty, hasty." She smiles and says, "Blightwing, dear, do you still have the crystal?" Now the dragon opens its mouth, and out drops from it the chewed remains and carcass of the torn marrow, an unrecognizable hunk of biological matter, slaps down to the ground. The mistress waves her hands, and the flesh gives way and uprises out of the center of it. A small, I'd say, stone-sized, amber colored crystal. She holds it up as it floats up to her. It rests in her hand. It's just the crystal in its purest form now. And from the center of it, there's a small glint of light. Right. And she, with a flick of her fingers, it floats over towards you, Adis. And she says, "The second part of our bargain, the soul of your lost friend."
Thank you.
Now, what was
I
next?
handed Stamos. I think all that was left to conclude our deal was safe passage back to the material.
Break your contract.
Oh, break my contract. That is correct. With,
Zogdras is his name.
yeah.
She says, "You are indeed correct. And that I will not hide the fact that it is in both of our best interests for you to sever this contract, this tie with the devil, and for me to remove threat of potential insurrection in the future. Yes. Would you be so kind as to summon your accomplice here?"
That requires just DM. That requires a 9th. Wait, no. That requires a 7th level spell slot, for which I do not have.
Ah, I see. Very well then. We'll have to travel to him or find him in our own way. She looks at Blightwing. Go on.
I was gonna say if we could rest, then I could bring him to you.
No need. Blightwing, do you have his scent?
Oh,
Good.
damn.
Go and retrieve him for me. Blightwing rises up into the air, its non-existent wings flapping, and a big gust of wind just pummels down to the ground. And as he rises up into the air, you see her mask flicker with power, and he disappears from the depths of this pit.
Just to make sure, your contract included safe passage for all of us, right? Because the way she sounded like it. Okay, just making sure.
But what, just out of character,
Correction,
basically
she says.
what she was saying is because since you're not a signatory, you don't get to make requests or demands concerning the contract.
No, fair enough.
She turns to you, she says, "For all of you, when the contract was signed, 5 souls are what I will give passage for. Just come now, to the surface."
Someone's got to stay behind technically, because we have Vork.
Nah, 5 living souls.
She walks over to the center of the circle. She says, "If you wish passage out from this pit, you would best follow."
Pa-ching.
Okay. You guys are lifted from the center of the room up, and as you travel out from the pit, you realize that this pit was extremely deep, miles deep. You're moving at a very rapid rate, the speed of darkness through this vertical corridor, and it still takes you a little while. But when all is said and done, you rise up to the surface, and all around you. Where's my picture?
Grimlake's with us, right? Because he came down with us.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
It's Blimlick, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's a bee.
Blimlick? Oh, it's a bee. Okay.
All around you, as you all emerge from the pit, you see devils spanning the outside of the pit ring, locked in warfare, violence and bloodshed all over as various factions rise up against each other. She rises, so it's like the center of the pit. The pit is right here, right? And all around it, the devils were fighting, and she rises up into the air, like right about here, right? And she dons the mask, and her wings flare out to huge huge span, covering the sky, in a combination of darkness and light, and her and in infernal, the infernal language, her voice broadcasts across the entire city, and you actually think across the entire plane. As you're pretty certain that the creature, all devils and all demons and all creatures on this plane can hear her clearly, spread across the 5 other cities. In Infernal, she proclaims her mastery over the mask, her victory over the dance, and her complete dominion over this realm. And as she says that, all the devils around her stop, bow in front of her, and as one, they start chanting her name, the name of Ambrosia. 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 She issues another command in Infernal, one that you think is a call to order, a call to complete subservience, a call to ferreting, to eliminating any kinds of opposition to her authority. And as she does so, the devils all around you and in the city begin to move and go about their purpose. Some of them begin to repair. Some of them begin to rebuild structures. Some of them begin to mobilize into groups and head off in various directions. You think to accomplish different purposes. It's as if she coordinated them all as once, all as one. And with her authority now, the machinery, the very precise workings of this plane of hell have been reestablished and reordered.
Did I get any commands?
Oh, you heard it
Well
all
done.
very clearly. Yeah, you heard it all extremely clearly, and to an extent deeper and more thoroughly than even many of the devils around you.
If
Yep.
there's any insight onto, pledging, that I would follow her. And do I know what city this mask is from? What Baron had this mask?
The Torn Morrow's mask, if I remember which one you got.
That's what I thought it was.
Okay, so the Torn Morrow is
This city.
This
Erebus.
city, Erebus.
this city here?
Yep.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna try to to connect with all the devils from this city itself. Try to establish myself as the Baron of this city. I'm pretty sure she tries to feel what Pepin's doing. I'm being very honestly loyal to her, but trying to establish my dominion over this city too.
Yeah. With the communication of thought and authority flowing from her to all the devils around you is siphoned through you and your mask. And as you open your mind to it, you can see, it's almost as if you see every creature in this city at the same time, moving about, and the sense of order begins to dawn on you, and the sense of purpose as it's like you all of a sudden got an overhead view, like you were running around in a maze before, not knowing which turn went left, which went right, that kind of thing, which one led to a dead end or which way was out, and all of a sudden you have an overhead view of it all, and you understand it all at once. And as you are focusing on the power of the mask, you again hear her voice just to you. She says, "Young one, pledge your loyalty to me, and this city is yours to order and command."
I pledge my loyalty to you. You have shown yourself to be of a word, and I admire that above all things. Beings who help each other, that's what keeps us alive, and I've pledged my loyalty to you, and we will thrive in this place. We will take it to levels that it has never seen before.
Yes. Very good, young one. Pepin, your name, is what I call you. To all else, you are Baron.
Nice. I have like a raging boner right now.
Well, I guess we all know who's staying behind.
The with the city reordered, she floats back down to the ground, and lands there, and all around her is military might, combined forces from the most powerful beings from all the various cities. And it takes a little while, but she spends some time sorting through who's there, and she fairly quickly names two of her initial subordinates as barons, giving them two masks. She holds one in reserve, the mask of her old city, the city of Dagon. She holds it back for a little while, awaiting the right creature to bestow it upon. But she's given away two of the other masks. That all took a little while, and you guys are still, even though your exhaustion is gone, your physical bodies are still weary and broken and tired from the fight. But it isn't long before over the skies a shadow lifts, and a shadow kind of like passes over you, and you see the corroded dragon returning to the city. Its massive form settling down, and something in its mouth, as he spits out onto the ground in front of Mistress Ambrosia. A very large and powerful creature.
What is this? What treachery have we here?
He points and he looks at you, Adis. He says,
Fulfill your end of our contract. Slay this bitch and give me her mask.
Just flip him off.
What has this come to?
Ambrosia steps before him. She says, "You have been betrayed, Dark One. Your contract has come to an end here."
Impossible. 'Twas a binding contract. You know the law.
I do. And I also know that the only way to dissolve a contract is if both parties agree to its mutual destruction, or if one holder perishes. I give you a choice, devil. Your life or the contract. You will not have this mask no matter what you no matter which course you take. So either I destroy you here and now and release the contract, or you do so voluntarily. Choose. And you can see the rage in his eyes. She says, "Choose." And suddenly his body cracks and bends over as he's forcibly shoved down to his knees. She goes up to him. He's much larger than her. She reaches out her blood-red hand and lifts his chin up so he's looking directly into her face. She says, "I am supreme here. Choose wisely." Adis, I'll let you do the die roll. Roll a d20 to see what he chooses.
Dang it. I would have loved that. Damn. It didn't go inside the box. Damn it. The first attempt to roll was a 1, but it didn't go in the chat.
Bummer. He looks through her and says,
I would never betray you, lady, mistress, baroness. I, Zogdras of the Dark Pact, release this mortal from our contract. It is null, it is void. So let it be written, so let it be done.
I'm just laying on my carpet, thumbs up.
and with
I
that,
have 1
your
hit
contract-
point. I am too weak to get up and do anything.
You can feel the release of the contract, Adis, as your pact with him to give him the mask has been annulled.
And I just mutter out to him, I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, bud, but you have to admit, she's a hell of a lot more scarier than you are. And you see that fool that brought you here? Yeah, that's her new toy. She way more scarier than you. Sorry, bud. It's just business."
He looks at you, Zogdras, and he says,
Yes, she is. She has the power now, and I will serve her. But you filthy mortal, someday, somewhere, I will have my vengeance. I
Before
am not
you
done
go
with you.
before you go swearing vengeance or seeking vengeance or anything, I would just like to remind you that the last person who held that mask, I blew into the fucking Stone Age, and you couldn't even take it from him. So remember that. And I go back to laying on my
Destroyed
carpet.
him because of my strength. I
Nah, you were just a
will.
distraction. I wouldn't have cared if you died, to be totally honest. But you were really good at being a distraction. Good job. Thumbs up to him, and I just go back to laying on my carpet.
You'll see someday. This will not be the last you hear of Zogdras.
So that insight check was to see if he is really going to serve her.
as best as you can tell, yes.
Hmm?
She has power over him. She has absolute power over him.
So the mask is kind of like it's to the same extent, it's kind of like the dragon dude, huh?
It's an authority. It's um, an irresistible will.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. She turns to you and she says, "And with that, there was just one more term to meet."
Safe passage for all of us out of here.
I, Baroness Ambrosia, grant you, mortals, passage from the sulphurous wastes to whichever plane you choose. You see her wings flutter. The mask flares up with power, and as it does so, it's
Before
like there's.
are you gonna
there's,
send us
What?
right now? Because I had one more thing for you before we leave. The token of appreciation. Any of you guys got a piece of parchment?
I know how to draw stick figures.
I would assume I have some parchment. So I'm gonna write out something infernal on a piece of paper, and roll it up in a scroll, and kind of like seal it with my blood, and then I'm gonna hand it to her, and what's on it is in the notes.
Okay.
Now that I have taken control of the mask, would I have the power to return Elwin's soul back to his body and bring him back to life before they leave?
You do not. That is something that cannot be done here.
Okay.
It's got to be done back where he actually died.
And I tell her it's like as a token of appreciation, and that there was truth when I said that should you ever wish to play the game, you can call on me.
She nods. Okay. I'm gonna type you a note. Actually, can't this work?
Well, they're doing that.
Okay, that works.
Bros, it was so nice seeing you guys.
Pepin,
Wish
roll a
you
perception
luck.
check. Okay. So I'm typing you a note. I'll send it in a second. You see her mask flare and her wings beat through the air, fluttering, and there's a blinding ray of light, like a sun flare, or a hellfire flare, whatever you want to call it. And it's almost like there's mirror images of her batting all around you, and 5 images, 5 perfect replicas of her in the glare of the light. And as the light dies down, she's still standing there, mask in hand, and her wings still, displayed out behind her. But to her, all around her, there are 5 other sets of wings. These spectral, ethereal wings, still hovering in the air where the mirror images of her had been. She says, 5 wings for 5 souls. Passage to whichever plane you choose.
I do the bow, the thank you, and all that with the like complete due respect, giving her new station.
I
She
copy him.
She nods. Says, then be off, she says. If we were ever to meet again, she looks at you. As she turns and she pauses and she looks back at you all. She says, if we were to ever meet again, know that I am a servant of Asmodeus. And our history here will have no bearing if he commands me otherwise.
Oh shit.
She flares her wings, and she becomes like a spark of bright white light, and you see her transport herself to Blightwing's back as he rises up in the air with a hideous screeching metallic roar, and he bursts off into the sky, heading off to Baal Sefer. And you see her riding his back into the distance. The wings flare out and start moving towards each of you. So who are you transporting?
Hold on. Before you go, I'm gonna hold up my hand and I'm gonna fly over to Deimos.
What's up, bro?
Bro,
Little dude, what's up?
big dude, or big dude is.
Dude, you just got like up to upper management and like real fast. High five, bro.
High five.
Dude,
And
this
when I
is
high five him, I do the helicopter dick because I'm still naked.
Oh, you hear
And I'm gonna
rattling,
say-
I do the same thing.
As soon as our hands touch with the high five, Deimos, I'm gonna say, "Be done with your curse," and
What curse?
slap your hand.
No, my dick.
Deimos, your female form begins to melt away as the cursed girdle, the belt that had been attached to you, breaks apart and becomes brittle and just falls off your body, as Pepin, the Baron of Erebus, has destroyed and basically dismantled the curse of gender change that's on you.
Oh shit!
Did you also at least open his asshole?
Oh, it's you missed that one. No, Damos actually had I think 35 movement of flight for at least 10 seconds.
So Deimos, you are no longer female. Yes, your asshole has been repaired.
Oh, shit, bro. You big dog now.
And Vork says, "Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, bro.
Give me them damn wings. Give me them damn wings." And he kind of like lunges out, and a pair of wings attaches to his back, and it begins to flutter, and he begins to be lifted off your back, and carried upward, at a kind of an alarming rate.
Before he leaves, like too late for him to stop, but while he can still hear me, I say, "I was about to heal you."
No.
He's like, fuck, give me back, bring me back. And but he's being carried away up into the sky.
Yo, little Pepper bro. Is there anything you got that like talk to each other, call each other? Cause I got like this fire god in the sky. He'd totally be into this. He's pretty cool.
Let me get used to my power here. I'm sure there's a way, but when I find it, I will let you know. I won't forget our time together.
I'll tell you what. If I ever see a young child given a helicopter dick, I'll know it's you.
That'll be the sign.
Alright, peace, bro.
Later, dudes.
I reach out a ring to hand it to Pippin. Thanks for your help, and you will need this here if you truly mean what you just said.
What is it?
It's a ring of mind shielding.
Okay.
I'll take it. Thanks, dude.
Also, little bro, mainly because you probably don't need it anymore. Is there any way you could like offer a boon to this Elwyn dude, similar to the boon that we all have? Because he'll be like, "What? No way! After I get strangled to death and start jacking off, I get sweet powers."
I will try to transfer it, but I'm not sure.
You can reconstruct the gem that she gave you. You can reconstruct it and return it back to gem form.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll hand it to Deimos to give to Elwyn.
Alright. Just for safekeeping, I'm gonna shove it in area of Elwyn. Just make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Keister it.
Keister in it real good. It ain't going nowhere. Seal it
Nice
off.
surprise for him.
Some tar and some tape. It's great. Alright,
Okay.
guys. It was a
All right.
pleasure. I'll tell you what, hell fucking sucks.
All right.
Also, I'm gonna give the last thing I'll do before I take these wings is I'm gonna hand Pepin a pamphlet about Tempest.
like seriously, bro. Like, you put some serious gains on already. You can put even more serious gains on. Don't be a weak bitch. Be a strong bitch.
Like you used to be.
Yeah.
Later, dudes. And I'll push them towards the wings before anything else happens, and they're
Yeah,
stuck
Demus,
here.
you get shoved back into the wings. The wings attach onto your back and begin to haul you up into the sky after Vork. Another set of wings travels over to Elwin's body, attaches itself to him, and begins to carry him. And because the two are intertwined, the gem that holds his soul also follows as he begins to be lifted up into the sky. Alright. Adis and Albric, anything from you guys?
I'm
As-
getting
as
ready
I-
for a pair of wings.
As I walk over to the wings, I turn to Pippin and say, Pippin, I will call on you one day. And then I just grab the wings.
The wings attach to you. And
Later, bro.
Alright, and you, Albric, you all five begin to be lifted up into the sky, into the dark, sulfur-scarred skyscape, basically. Around you, you can see toxic clouds and smog and dark light being rippled everywhere. And you are eventually transported out of this plane, flickering and off through like it looks like the Bifrost from Thor.
Oh no.
You know, the Rainbow Ridge.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So at that, Pepin officially becomes an NPC. He's mine now.
Let me just copy the Boon of Ambrosia real quick. Or can you
All right.
can
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
read what
yeah,
it says?
And I put the ring in the party sheet.
Okay.
Oh, you grabbed
I'll
it.
go ahead and grab that.
He already did.
Yeah, it's in Pepin's inventory.
All right.
Oh man.
So we like totally get like a long rest over this travel of indefinite space, right?
Let's be fun. Pepin he's my
Pepin.
NPC now.
That's awesome.
You might see him again someday. We'll see.
You
You
better.
might see Ambrosia again someday. You guys are transported across the Rainbow Bridge, hurtling through the Bifrost, galaxies and stars darting by your eyes. It's completely disorienting. And as you guys slam back to reality, the wings detaching from you, and basically just depositing you onto the material plane. You guys crumple down to the ground. Where's my notes file? You guys crumple
she-
down to the ground. What? Go
Did
on.
she read the scroll when I gave it to her?
She took it with her. You don't know if she read it.
Okay. Okay.
You guys crumple down to the ground, slamming down, and you can immediately feel the difference. The air is no longer toxic. The weight on your soul is no longer present. You're still exhausted, but you are, for lack of a better word, home.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Took
what's
you
up, old
fucking
man?
long enough.
Bro,
The fucking hell did you go?
we had to like literally disrupt
Literally
the
hell.
entire level of hell.
This little pussies died when I zapped you with my monster.
Dude,
You never would have made it in my day.
no, we totally just literally disrupted the entire level of hell, bro. Look at me.
I did literally disrupted your ass with my spectral beholder.
That is a valid point. Still, bro, I think you're cool.
Well, you're
We're
stuck
halfway
here
through.
still.
We only
In
got halfway
my-
through.
Domain. Been waiting here a while. Long time.
Yeah, bro.
Almost lost hope that you'd all come back. But you're here.
Right.
And I'm about to have my fun again. What's another 2 or 3 years waiting?
Wait, that was 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, I'm not surprised actually.
Ah,
Welcome back to
fuck.
the moral coitus, say this fuck bag. We could use some help.
Who is this?
All right.
dude?
But before we do anything, we're gonna sleep, okay? When I say sleep, I'm gonna shove this rock in this guy's butthole.
Yeah.
Into Elwin's butthole?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shove his. Well, I mean, it's an opening. That's where you put souls, right? And openings are body. Damos is super confused.
what
Like,
do you
this
have? What
is
do you
what
have?
you do, right?
What resurrection spell do you still have?
Ah, shit. I only got 5s.
Raise that, right? That's a
I
level
got-
5 spell.
I got those. I can do it 6th level twice. I don't know. I'll
get-
pour everything I can into this.
So is the
Burn
the
your 5th
picture
level
you sent
spell.
us,
Say
is
what?
this dude standing in front of us?
He is
He's
a
a-
mural on the wall. He's an image on
Yeah.
the wall.
He's like a old school like big game hunter.
Do I know him?
Super fucking strong.
You do not. He was long before your time. So, in a second, we'll get to that in a second. So, Deimos, roll a d20, and since you guys just
So-
came through all this stuff, I'll give you a plus 10, and the DC
All right.
is 10.
Okay. I was just like, oh
Deimos,
god.
if you
let's
roll a
go
fucking one,
straight back.
I'm gonna punch
Here.
you.
Is it possible? Is it possible to cast it at a 6th level to get a advantage on this roll?
Sure. Why the fuck
Okay.
not?
Because Deimos is he just doesn't. I don't even know anymore. Oh, thank goodness. Oh,
right.
I didn't want to go back to hell.
All right, Elwin, you gasp, and your as your soul returns to your body, you come back with 1 hit point, and you open your eyes, not really aware of anything that's transpired up to this point. And here you are. You guys are. Let's see here. Oh, I don't have a Deimos, I need you here. Deimos, here.
Oh.
I'll Google it for you.
I don't even care. I'll.
Find me. I need a full body picture of Deimos.
Oh shit! I
'Cause all I
forgot. I'm totally
All I have
a
is the
dude
female
now.
version of you. All I have is the
Holy
female version
shit!
of you.
Oh, you can't give me this power. I'm gonna pick the worst thing ever.
The black and white one. It's a few rows down.
Oh,
It's
you're
ridiculous.
You need the black guy with the chain.
Oh, I was thinking of the He-Man one. Oh,
It's got to be full body. It needs legs.
oh, this. Okay. What about almost legs? Because there's a lot of dudes who just have dick sticking out. This is
Oh,
like a
that's
gay
right.
guy fantasy pictures right here.
You need the dude standing
Like,
in the pool
these
of
are
water.
just-
Oh, fun screen.
Like
speak.
I have a lot of guys who just had this mainly just dicks out and just naked dudes. All right.
Well, you figure out what you're gonna do. I doesn't have to be one of these. I just googled muscle man art, and this is what came
Oh,
up.
you fucked up. That's
Did
what
you know
I typed in.
that's how you gum up
Wait.
a computer with viruses?
Yeah, you know how when I typed in muscle woman and it was just a bad time for everybody for a while.
No,
That
muscle.
was so
It was like cat
scary.
muscle women or something.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
that was
really
scary.
bad.
That was really scary.
That was really bad.
Ooh, 1 second. This
I
isn't.
missed
This
that
isn't.
session.
Okay. All right. You guys are
Not it, but
completely
that's-
exhausted. It is 2 years later.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'll find a better one.
Hey, Adis, or do you happen to have a like a mystical magical mansion that we could sleep in?
We figured out this doesn't work.
Who the fuck's the new guy?
Oh shit, he's like some magic man, kind of like you, except he's not a god.
I'm like half awake laying on the carpet.
Almost a
And you guys,
Timony,
and
dude.
he had,
He
remember, he has
killed
no
the
idea where you guys
first-
are.
Yeah,
Oh.
he killed the first Slayer. He killed the Lord of the first layer of hell and helped us get back your soul.
But this dungeon's way deadlier than hell.
It is.
Gross. I had the weirdest dream that I was like in this gym with this super ugly broad.
Gross.
Yeah.
She like kept licking you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I licked an ugly broad by accident, but not really. And it was gross.
Dude, you're a dude.
Bro, look at me.
Where's work?
He's on the floor. He's on the floor, looking up at you all, and says,
Oh, what's up,
fucking
backpack?
It all makes fucking sense now. You're like a dude, but you're like
Yeah,
super gay dude because you're like
What?
always horny after me, always want me to do all these sexual things to you. But
Oh, no.
yeah, you look
I
like
was-
a faggot. I knew you always looked like a faggot.
Oh, it's cool, bro. I accept your choices of what you think because it's like 2018 and it's totally cool. But don't get me wrong, I still got blood chips, and I tell you what, I know a little tiny red dude who will destroy that butthole.
He goes, I remember him. I left his ass in hell. And remember, and you, 2018 or not, he says, you're still a faggot. And you may think it's alright, but it's not alright in my mind because, you know, like, I am completely heterosexual. And I want
Oh,
to
of
bitch.
course
Give
you
me
are.
my gold. Give me my gold.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because you don't got tits anymore. You still owe me
Okay.
the fucking gold.
All right, bro. I'll slap you in the ass and we're good to go. Get on my back. No homo.
Yeah, alright. You're alright. Hey,
Okay, bro.
you learn any skills in hell that can finally get you to, like, fucking fix my arms and my legs?
Oh, yeah. I could have done it a long time ago.
That's your own fault. You're
Fuck
the one
you.
who left early.
yeah, you natural one his resurrection. And
Yeah, I
he came back like half retarded, and his body doesn't work anymore. All right. Okay. So just a
We
recap.
had a Baron
so
of Hell offer to fix you up, and you were too busy to get away from Deimos, so you fucked up.
All right.
I
So
wasn't
just-
sure if Pepin could have done that. I just said it as he was leaving.
She doesn't know that.
He says, I will regret that shit for the rest of my fucking life.
All right. So this is just a recap because it's been like a month and a half since we were here. This is the tomb of Dolric the Dragonmancer. You guys came here because Vork had found the location of it, and Dolric the Dragonmancer was probably the most powerful arcane user of his era, and he lived about 4,000 years ago. He had come to he was a sportsman. He liked to collect creatures and experiment on them, but mostly collect them. And he had dominated all the powerful creatures of his age. So he had turned to looking for the dragons. Now the dragons had been a victim of the rendings 2,000 years prior, so they had mostly vanished. But he managed to track down a few, and in his conquest, he became intimately familiar with the nature of dragons, with their characteristics, with their biology, with all of their features and facets. And he became aware that the most powerful dragon, that the most legendary, that the most evasive, was still around, had survived the rending. So he began to look for Befinzor, the Eight of Seven, the brother of Nebularos, king of the dragon monarchs. So he sought him out, and what you've learned from him is that in the process of seeking him out, he actually found Befinzor, and in attempting to do something, you're not exactly sure what, Dolric unleashed the full might of his magic arsenal to try to bring Befinzor to heal, but was hit by this massive arcane backlash and began to die. He retreated as his soul basically burned out from within his body. He retreated back to his lair, this area here, and he began to look for ways to prolong his life. He did so by inhabiting the bodies of other individuals, by like removing himself from his original body, which burned out pretty quickly. And if you look at the map, this sarcophagus right here that you found was his original body, and it was a burned husk, but still recognizable. This sarcophagus was his second body. It was that of an elven male. He was looking for ways to prolong his life, and while he was doing that, he built up this lair here, this underground dungeon to protect his deepest secrets, his most powerful magic. You guys had made your way through here. It was in this corridor right here that you fought the spectral beholder that killed Elwyn and actually killed Euphemia too, or greatly wounded her, and she had to go be whisked away by her goddess Elistray to in a desperate attempt to save herself.
I heard a story, a legend about that, is that she's still taking her turn from when that happened.
So just a reminder, in the crypts here, so it was in that corridor up there that you had fought the beholder. Down here is where you guys fought the kill squads.
Those were pretty cool.
Yeah. This door here is locked to you. And that's about it. That's about all you remember. And everywhere
Oh,
you
we also
find...
fought his wives, right?
Yeah, you fought his wives up further, way up here.
You got those
Way at the top.
that 6 sword.
Yeah.
What door was his janitor on? That was the door to his main tomb, right?
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the dude's name. But that was the talking door right there. Okay.
So,
Oh no, never mind. It's just a plus 17. I had it wrong.
That's still alive.
So,
we should probably try to get a rest. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm assuming everyone's spent.
yeah, long rest I think would be prudent.
I'm sure
agree.
Mr. Long Stash Bro Leo won't even care if we just, come in.
Hey,
Of
bro.
course, of
You mind
course. Take your
Yeah.
rest. It's been 2 years since your last long rest.
Yeah,
I'd say
bro.
you do for one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Give
Alright.
take 2 years.
So you guys settle
I'd
I'd
down.
like to take a 2-year nap right about now, but yeah,
we were
24
doing
hours.
we were doing so good in the world, and now shit's getting crazy again.
Here we go. Welcome back to the material plane.
Oh. Alright, let's get wrecked. This dungeon's way deadlier than hell.
I would say since we're like in a dungeon and not like outside in the world, it really hasn't set in yet that he's out of hell.
Bro,
That I'm out of hell.
this is the worst part of hell.
You can feel
Let's
a
go.
tangible difference in your soul. It's no longer your soul being siphoned away. It's like it feels to you like you're in fresh air, and like you've been cramped up for years, and then all of a sudden, fresh air. Someone opens a window and a burst of fresh air comes in. That's what it feels like spiritually in your soul to you. Now it is a dark
Right.
kind of dusty dungeon, but you can feel a difference after 200 years trapped in the sulfurous wastes.
Bros, I feel so powerful right now.
Dude, did you get that cool boon? Oh, if you didn't, squeeze your butt real hard. Happy birthday.
Squeeze my butt. And
Okay.
holy shit, yes, I did.
The little crystal breaks, and you have the boon of ambrosia. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Let's wreck
Take
this
a long
place.
rest.
Let's
Or
wreck
you
it.
can take a long rest. You got
Okay,
it. Long rest. You're done.
So so we only are exhaustion level 3 now, or did we lost all our exhaustion? Never mind.
Yep. You are no longer exhausted.
Okay, so we did he tell us how to get into this store? Because that was the last store we needed to get into,
It's
essentially.
locked. It's locked.
It's locked, you dumb shit. You need a fucking key.
Well, where's the key at, bitch?
You fucking look everywhere you're supposed to.
I think
Dumbasses.
so.
Has everyone in this time just gone to shit?
Alright. Alright.
I'm gonna go over here to where I died. Is the stupid beholder there?
No, it was.
I'm
it
gonna
was a
peek
spectral
in
beholder.
carefully.
Okay.
Did we check over here? What happened
They
after I
almost
died?
did. Yeah, no, we didn't check. They almost did manage to kill the beholder all by himself.
Yeah, I totally didn't try to, say it was cool and just hug it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what's up with this book?
Don't worry about
was-
any of the stuff in here or those blood stains where you were dead at.
Oh yeah.
There's a
That book is that book is what held the riddle that allowed you to defeat the beholder.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you guys look around. Really, the only thing of note is, like I said, in the sarcophagi are those two bodies of Dolric's former selves, and in the bookshelves are a few spell scrolls and a key.
Oh shit.
I want to go grab the key.
Got it. Maybe.
What spell scrolls are there?
Oh, let's see here. Go ahead and roll. Oh, let's see. Okay. Roll 3 d10s.
That would have been so sick if you'd rolled another 6.
Yeah, we all died and gone back to hell.
All right. Okay.
Or we never left to begin with.
Okay. Now roll me a Here, actually, can you see
So,
that?
Deimos, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Can you click the roll button? Just click
Yeah.
the roll button twice.
If hell is so much easier than here, why didn't we just stay there
Alright.
and try to become barons alongside Mr. Symbrosia?
Click that one once.
I do want to think that
what you
we
get.
got the easy pass.
Cool.
It was just a thought.
Yeah. Also, like, we're trying to do the heaven stuff, bro.
Yeah, but after all this time, is it starting to feel? Is it still worth it?
Well, I mean, like, okay, we already got one bro Tonio down there in hell with us now.
Adis, do you want these two? Do you want this scroll of Gia's? Because I can't cast it, I don't think.
Sure.
And then there's a create undead and a scroll of heal for you, Deimos.
Oh, bitchin'. Also, but yeah, Elbrick, I do agree that we probably could have wrecked some more stuff up, but I think we did a pretty good job, I think. Pretty decent job.
Fair enough. I'm back here and I'm already more tired than I was in hell.
Where's that?
Is it because Deimos is a dude now and you didn't get to hit it?
Ooh, you
No.
did good at hit my not dick.
High five.
High five. I was fucking hot as shit, bitch.
And
Wait,
things
so
are
is there-
back to normal.
Wait, is there a scroll of healing in here?
Oh, you gotta put him in the party sheet, dude. I don't think we can do it ourselves.
Unless I can pull it over. Let's see.
You should just be able to pull it over.
You should be able to drag it into your thing.
I love
Hey,
how
Davis, did you
even
Did you choose a picture yet?
Yeah, I sent you it's almost a full picture.
I can't. That link doesn't work. Here, can you put it in Discord?
Yeah, I'll just Discord it, yeah.
I was gonna say, how about? I'm still looking for a picture. How about this one?
Uh-oh, I don't know. Let's see. Ooh! That guy can squat literally everything, but his spine will break.
He could probably squat a mountain.
The
with
most
his
the most inconproportional bodybuilder there is in the world. But he's got great hair.
Put
Did you put
in-
those scrolls
in,
in the party sheet?
You put them in the party sheet?
No, I'm asking if they got put in the party sheet.
No, put them in your. Just drag them from the chat into your inventory.
We can't.
It won't let us
Oh, okay, here I'll put them.
because
I'll put
the
them.
module's not loaded. Yeah, I think the fat guy probably suits your character's archetype.
The
better.
fat
Here,
guy?
I can put it on
You
video,
mean
so
like
that's the one I liked.
One of the top 5 strongest men in the world.
Can you
That's
put
the
yours
video was
in?
linked.
That guy's a fucking beast.
Okay. So scrolls are going to inventory. All right.
Midas.
Yo.
Oh shoot, I forgot. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna put the key in the door as soon as everyone's there.
I'll try to use this picture that you sent me, Damos. I'll try to Photoshop up some legs for him or something.
Yeah, if not, no biggie. It was
All right.
very difficult to find stuff, or he's not pulling a truck.
Hey, Midas. Actually,
Yo.
I do remember a question. Is there any reason my maximum hit points are not right? 'Cause I don't remember
I don't-
gaining.
No, you went because you
Exhaustion
went.
4.
Yeah, you went exhaustion 4, so cut your max hit points
Oh,
down in
cut
half.
my max hit. Yeah, and that was my max. But now that I have a long rest, I'm back to normal
So you're
max.
856. Yeah, and you're shrunk back down, right?
Yeah, so I'm at 285.
There you go.
I missed you guys.
Bro,
I mean,
It
Pepin
was
was
real
cool, but
weird.
we missed you as well.
I don't know you, so I couldn't have missed you.
You guys were stuck with
Just-
some like perverted little kid.
yeah, man. It was pretty cool. Tell you what. He has a bat signal. It's a dick spin.
All right. So you guys, so you open the next doorway, and let's see, where's my?
Alright, let the death trap begin.
I was about to say, I would say cautiously, but I know that doesn't matter.
Let's see here.
That wouldn't be our style.
Nope.
How does?
I cast blink.
There it is. Okay. You cast blink.
Yep, I'm invisible. I'm in the other dimensional plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm 50 feet up in the air when all the
I'm-
action's on the
I'm
ground.
also
or on
50.
the ground when the action's 50 feet up in the air.
Yeah, obviously. Come on now.
I'm still taking my turn from 2 weeks ago.
So off of this, so you guys entered this large chamber, obviously built to contain something very large and powerful. You can see big slash marks and claw marks all around the wall, and you see a holographic image of your friend, kind of in the middle, saying,
Finally! Took fucking long enough, you guys.
Yeah, it did.
He says, What is a dragon mancer without a dragon?
I think he'd be called a mancer.
He says, Now, you all get to face Hybraxia, Princess of the Dark Skies.
Oh, shit.
Mine own enslaved pet from millennia ago. Dug her out of a mountain, I did.
Okay. Alright. Stretch. Get my glutes. Hey, Elwin. Remember this time. Don't choke yourself and jack off at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. I forgot.
Can we take a bonus action?
What?
Can we take a bonus action?
Yeah, when it's your turn.
I mean, like when he says that, I want to rage. Essentially, that's all.
We roll initiative.
Hold on, let me put this creature in the. All right, I gotta put her
I'm
in
gonna eat your
there.
face.
Put her in there. Remember, we're doing isometric world now.
Yep.
All right, there she is.
So, just a reminder to Adis that distances are not what they seem. So you actually have to ask if you can move there.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we don't do. I don't do approved movements and that kind of stuff. It's basically it's about the right distance. Let's just go ahead and do it. Just move your guy around. All right.
Okay.
So this.
Did you already put her on?
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this this large skeletal, like partially fossilized dragon is like been almost like taxidermied. You know, it's just been in place for a long time. Begins to move and just turns her large, wicked head towards you. You're not exactly sure what kind of dragon she used to be. Actually, what kind of dragon did she used to be? I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Hey girl,
Probably
what's
a,
up, dragon
probably a
warrior?
black dragon
Yeah.
She looks white.
or whatever. Well, she's fossilized. But yeah,
Gotcha.
she begins to move towards you. She lets down. She distends her jaw, lets out a screechy roar and a hiss at the same time, and you can see black clouds of acid bellowing out of her mouth. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go first next turn, bitch.
All right. Unfortunately for you all, she outrolled you. Dragon. All right, she springs forward, moves to right about here, and you know I never do this. So let's see. All of you make a wisdom saving throw. I know all dragons have it, but Elwin.
I think I get advantage, or I'm immune. Let me check. It's been a while since I used to
From Frightful Presence.
Yeah.
I mean, he is draconic himself, so.
Are you? I don't remember if you are.
Yeah, I have advantage against saving throws against being charmed. So that would be fear too, right?
No. This is not a charm effect. I mean, you can luck it if you want. Otherwise, you're feared.
Yeah, I'll luck it.
Wisdom save.
You will not fear me, dragon. Or maybe you will.
Ah, you're still afraid. So, she comes in, she takes two massive bounding leaps, crashes down in front of you, lets out a hideous roar, and you guys can feel just the oppressive aura of just sheer willpower and frightfulness around her. It's very similar to when Elwin uses his draconic presence. It's very intimidating. Elwin, you're the, having come back from the dead, and draconic nature, and having to actually fight a dragon. It's kind of intimidating to you, so you're scared.
Yeah, I forgot how to Elwin.
Yeah. So you guys are in a nice little. Oops, don't want to move her. Nice little pile, I'd say, in front of her.
Of course.
She lets
we are.
loose a billowing. I'll call it right here where her mouth is from where you are, so you all get hit. A nice billowing cone of dragon-y type of black
Stuff and things.
acid and breath. Everyone is targeted. Dexterity saving throw. So you
I
would
have
have
advantage.
on that, Albrecht, but you succeed already.
Get that shit out of
Elwin
here.
failed. Adis failed. Here comes the acid damage. Okay. And that is her turn. Albrecht, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to rage, but not go giant. Just rage. Just
Not the
regular
giant?
rage.
Okay.
I'm going to draw my Sword of Kos.
Alright.
I'm going to walk up to this mother bitch and stab it.
Okay, you jump down off the thing and come slashing down with your sword at the same time. You get your 15-foot movement.
Perfect. So many buttons to press.
be a hit.
Yeah, just your average 40 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. And that's my turn. Because I used my bonus action to rage.
Okay. After your turn, legendary action, she swings her tail around at you. Hits. Smashes into you.
It does hit.
Did the damage that Albert rolled apply? Because I'm not seeing it on there.
Oh, I forgot to target her. My bad.
Oh yeah, I'll do it to her.
I assume they all
Let's
hit.
see. It did. Let's see.
My
First
bad.
one was a hit, damage on her. Then hit and damage on her. Got it. All right. Ada's your turn.
Is there up here, where we're at on this
Mhm.
thing? I'm assuming the roof's pretty high, yeah.
Yes.
There
Inside
room
the
in
and so we're inside the hallway, the corridor. It's about 15 feet high. Inside this big room, it's pretty It's pretty high. You know, good 40 feet.
So there's enough room in here for another gargantuan-sized creature.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna true polymorph myself into an ancient brass dragon.
Ancient brass dragon.
Thought about doing a dragon turtle, but probably wouldn't work.
You want to know who's a legacy item I miss the most? I miss Renly's legacy item.
Oh, that thing was nice.
Yeah, summoning Syndrus and whatever the other guy's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, the four
Hyperion.
elementals. When she unlocked it, like if she had ever unlocked her tier 2, it would have been to summon the turtle.
Ooh, that
Whoa.
turtle was sick.
Yeah, the turtle.
She
the
said
turtle
she
was
might-
buff, was massively buff.
She said she was considering coming back, right?
Yeah. She told me.
Yeah. If she wants to come back, she can. I have 2 other people asking for a spot in here, but I'm holding the spot for her if she wants to.
Yeah. Everybody likes Gale.
Usually she's in my Tuesday game, but we're not gonna play tomorrow. But I'll ask her next time.
Yeah, ask her. Let me see her.
Is this dude, chick, is she on the ground or flying?
She's on the ground.
Okay. I will move if I can. Over here.
Okay,
So there's
behind
less
her.
of us in a cone for it, yeah. And that way,
Okay.
my turn.
You're doing like a dragon thing and sniffing her butt.
I know what he's into.
You know what? I could totally wait. Okay, size comparison. Ancient brass dragon. How much bigger than me is she?
You're an ancient brass dragon.
Yeah.
PHP
She's larger
ancient.
than you.
Okay.
She's larger than you.
I'm Misty, step over there.
Significantly larger than you. About twice your size.
Okay. Well, I guess
By
I
the way,
can't-
she uses her tail attack with her legendary action against your ancient brass dragon self. Crunches you. Okay, Elwin, your turn.
Sweet.
So I'll Misty step over there, and then I'll Firebolt as my regular action.
Are you still unconscious?
No, I'm frightened.
Oh, frightened. My bad.
And then I will miss on that, and then here's my wisdom save.
You succeed. Just barely.
Ooh.
Awesome.
At the end of Elwin's turn, I'm gonna use legendary action to beat her in the face. Or I'm gonna slap her ass with my tail. Oh,
Okay.
you closed the. You
Oh,
closed
did I close
the.
it here? Sorry.
Yeah,
My bad.
no worries.
You naughty, naughty boy.
I'm gonna slap her ass with my tail. Or I'm gonna try anyway. Let's see. Oh, that did not work. Yep. I totally slapped her ass. It's not gonna do much, but yeah,
Alright.
Stop Travis.
Alright, top of the initiative. Oh no, wait, let's see who's next. Adis
I don't
went.
see initiative.
Deimos, your turn.
Oh yeah.
All right, Deimos is gonna like back up a couple of feet, and then try to just. How far away is she? Pretty far-ish.
From you?
Yeah.
20. 25.
All right. All right. Well, instead of that, I'm gonna do a Deimos power jump / power roll / power start to climb this bitch. I will swing at her once. Sure, I did the right damage. Is this one? And then I'll use my athletics if that's okay to start trying to climb up her.
Okay.
I don't even know. But yeah, so that's me.
Alright, top of the initiative. She is going to.
Oh, at the end of his turn, I'm gonna tell attack her again. I'm gonna slap her ass again. Totally gonna.
She gets one. She definitely gets one more tail attack.
Tail versus tail.
Nope, that don't hit.
Oh.
She hits you.
We're ass slapping.
Every time you use a legendary action, you remind me to use my legendary action, basically.
Oh, that's fine.
Alright.
Yeah,
Top of
metaphor.
her turn. Yeah.
Would you consider a Death Knight a humanoid?
Death Knight? Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool.
Hey, Death Knight's pretty cool.
No, I just needed to know if it's considered a humanoid.
Okay. It's probably by rule. It's probably not because it's not up in the list, but it should be. Okay, so she's going to. Let's do a claw attack, a bite attack at Albrecht. Hit. And she snaps down on your head. Just really chomps down on you, Albrecht.
Oh shit.
Alright. Claw attack, trying to get you off of her, Deimos. Oops, wait a second.
Freaking wish you try, bitch.
Let's click that. There we go. Claw attack at Deimos.
Oh no, I wish I had that for.
Yeah, too bad.
Oh.
Crunches you. And then tail attack
Now-
at you all. Yeah, go on.
Oh no. I'm climbing her, so that it wouldn't make any sense in my cloak.
Yeah, you're actually on her. There's no way it's like missing. Alright,
No
well,
way.
the tail attack misses. It's hard to reach you at that angle. That's her turn. Albrecht, you're up at initiative 21.
Yep. Ooh, that hurt. So I'm going to attack her with my sword again, and I'm going to add a hit dice to my result to stay alive.
Okay.
Is she large enough that I can move along her side and move 15 feet in a straight line without leaving her threatened square?
Sure.
Thank you.
He's huge.
Me? I'm not huge right now.
No, I said she. She's huge.
Yeah, she is. I still need to target her.
Did you target the freaking dragon?
I just
It
did.
hits.
Remember. Good thing I did before damage this time.
Alright,
Only
38
2
damage.
off my Mac. Hit dice.
Okay, additional 15 damage to her.
Yep. Second attack, I'll add.
77.
Second attack, I'll add a second hit dice to this. Oh fuck yes.
Okay, 19.
And then I'll attack with my spiked armor. No hit dice on this one. And she took a spiked retribution when she bit me, so I'll just add that right now.
Okay.
Otherwise, that's my turn.
Alright, at the end of your turn on initiative 20, lair action from her, because this is her lair, I've decided. Any creature within 20 foot radius of her, so the 3 of you, must make a Constitution saving throw. So we got 3 of you, besides everyone except Elwin. Constitution saving throw.
Poison?
Oh, I accidentally rolled twice.
It is not poison.
Just making sure.
I will use one of my legendary resistances of the day.
Okay, so you succeed. So let's see. Taking yada yada. Failed save for half as much as a successful one. Any creature that ends its turn in the clouds. Okay, so a cloud of swarming insects fills the air around her.
And not this shit again.
So this is the damage. It's acid damage. You can half that. Get half that back, Adis.
Okay.
Alright.
I can't change the health on the dragon.
Oh, I'll buy that then. So you get 13 back.
Ah, shit, what would we just get hit by?
Insect
Oh,
swarm
that's-
cloud is her lair action. Alright.
Gross.
She basically
Alright,
just shat on us.
Adis, your turn.
Do I want to be crazy or not? That was a lot of damage in one round. I might be able to survive another round. Alright, I'm
Welcome
going to... Well, I was studying whether I want to make it really, really, really complicated for Midas or not. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I am going to use the Ancient Brass Dragon's shape change shape, and change shape into a Death Knight.
Ancient Dragon's shape change.
That's why I asked if it would count as a human.
Dragon magically polymorphs into a humanoid or beast that has a challenge rating no higher than its own or back into its true form. It reverts to its true form if it dies. Any equipment it is wearing or carrying is absorbed and born by new forms. After the new form, the dragon retains its alignment, hit points, dice, ability to speak. Its statistics and capabilities are otherwise replaced by those of the new form, except any class features or legendary actions of that form. So you become a Death Knight?
Yeah.
Okay, but you keep your old hit points.
Yes. Wait. In the new form, the dragon. Hold on.
Death Knight.
Hold on 1 second. Oh, then never mind. If it's just gonna throw me back into my normal form, then it's a waste. I didn't catch
late.
that part.
Ancient Brass Dragon goes in. Oops.
Wrong one.
Alright, so that Ancient Brass Dragon had 277 with 129 damage. 277, 129 damage on the Death Knight. Death Knight is here. Death Knight is now controlled by you. Okay.
So weird. And
I think that's your action.
yeah. And I will move somewhere down the wall where I'm not inside the thing, the plague thing.
Okay. She gets an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay. In this form, I have an armor class of 20. Oh yeah.
Okay. Crunched. Anything
No.
else?
I don't think so.
Elwin, your turn.
Hit him, boy.
Yeah. So, Elwin is going to use his Shadow Trigon.
Oh.
Oh my god! Can I use the max damage on this? Or
Yeah,
does it have
it's
to be
you.
a spell?
No, it's any roll.
I will use my Boom of
Do it.
Ambrosia. Take that, you son of a bitch.
Alright, you gotta tell me what that looks like.
Okay, so having Elwin back and going through his stuff, he's like, "Oh yeah, I have this," and use the little shard that he got from Clovis, and this beam of magical energy. It looks like that's my regular disintegrate, but it's just purple and black necrotic. It just sucks the life force from this dragon. And I'm like, yes, unlimited power again.
Oh, get some, boy.
And
That was
then
a
Ellis
big hit.
says, wait.
Ooh.
Hold on, folks. There's more.
And I will quicken a fight. Oh, shit. It's all right. It's okay.
All right, this very large brass dragon, or basically petrified dragon. It's hit, it's damaged, but this thing is pretty beef. If you guys have not noticed yet, and proceeds to smack Albrecht in the face with a tail attack, legendary action style.
That'll hit.
Boom. All right, Deimos.
All right. Because Deimos is so stupid, and I forgot how these things work. Deimos is gonna keep moving up, try to hopefully be able to climb on top of this, like behind this dragon's head.
Okay.
I can't move my token because I was dumb enough to stick it on the dragon's token, so that's my fault. My bad.
All right. Okay, there we go.
I'm
you're
just
on
gonna
top?
stick. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little arrow thing for old Deimos reference.
Okay.
But I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head.
If we move yours on
Just
top
don't
like this,
punch
you
him.
should be able to pick it up. Oh, never mind. Can't.
Nope. And whatever. Screw it. Looks cool.
Whatever.
I mean, once he's up there, he's not moving. So
Oh! Alright. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's not a back miss, isn't it? Oh, damn it.
All right. As a bonus action, then I will give myself a shield of faith because that seems like a thing to keep myself alive slightly longer.
Okay. All right. Adis, are you in chat still? Are you still here? Or did you get disconnected from Discord also? Yep, looks like he lost connection.
Oop.
Well,
I'll play his character. He's
Well, I'll
totally
just-
in defeat.
It's Ken.
just kill his.
That Friday game's terrible.
he's a Death Knight, so I don't think he has much of an action. You probably just
I'm
attack.
just gonna- It's just gonna tail attack his Death Knight again. Crunch. Okay. Hybraxia's turn. She is going to. See, I don't mind it when you guys if you guys throw true polymorph spells and shape changes and stuff on me because my monsters are all way stronger than the monster manual.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, he's gonna
exactly what I
learn
was
real
thinking.
quick.
The regular monsters
Sure.
just wrecks.
Yeah, your character
an
is way
ancient brass
stronger
dragon.
than that's any of those
Sure,
monsters.
go for it. Oh, by the way, you guys take Albrecht, you took piercing damage, and Deimos, you took piercing damage from being inside the insect cloud at the end of your turn.
Oof.
Okay. Dragon Lady is going to roar, scream out her dedication and her unending servitude to Dolric the Dragonmancer, and then she is going to bite Albrecht.
That hits.
Crunch. She is going to claw at you, Deimos. Gonna try to since you're on her back.
Come on, bitch.
Now, is it
and
harder
Elwyn is
to
out
hit?
of range.
Because I'm on her back, hard to hit, behind her head.
Oh. Yeah, so it only hits this hard. Alright.
Ooh, hey.
Tail
Ooh,
attack
bad stuff
on
happened.
Elwyn can't
Deimos.
take hits like those.
Misses you, Deimos, with a tail attack.
Yes.
And then
I'll burrow into your head and take your skull. I'll make it
Albert,
big
your turn.
dragon skull chair.
Like an oversized dog mole.
I literally am gonna make a swing. I'll make a boat out of your head.
I'm going to do my 15 feet movement thing, and I'll add a hit dice to this attack. And that's a crit. That's a critical.
That looks like a crit to me.
I added that. Okay, here we go. Shift, right?
Yes.
And then do you want me to double the hit dice? Or
Crit. Is that a crit? Yeah, crit.
okay, so here's one. How do you want to
double
deal with
hit
the
dice,
hit
what
dice? Does it just still one hit dice?
Alright, so you have to declare it before you use it. before
I
you do the
did.
attack. I'll let
I
it crit.
did.
I'll let it crit the hit points too. Why not? Let's go.
Okay. But it's still just one expenditure of the hit dice, right?
Yeah, just roll it once, and we'll just double the impact of it.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yes!
look at you. Oh, look at you. All right. So 38 damage to her, and you can heal another 19 off you.
I'll do that here in a second. I'll attack again, and I will use a hit dice again. It's just a 19's a crit, right?
Yeah. 19 and 20.
Hey, these are the best hit dice rolls I've ever had. And then spiked armor, and she took another spiked retribution, which I'll add.
Okay.
And then I'll add those hit points, so it's 214 minus 19. That's my turn.
All right. End of your turn. Legendary action on Hybraxia's part. Tail attack. Off onto. Adis, are you back yet?
I'm gonna be back here in just a second. My internet just came back up.
Oh, sick.
Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna kill your Death Knight.
Aww. That's so mean.
Alright, smacks the Death Knight. Boom. Exceeds by 40. Your Death Knight goes back to its original form. The Brass Dragon. The Brass Dragon goes back to its original form. You. And you take an additional 40.
What'd you roll for
Alright.
the hit?
What did she roll for the hit?
Yeah.
35.
Okay, never mind then.
It's your turn, but we can... Oh, you're back in.
Yep,
I'll give you a second.
I'm connected right now.
Yeah. So be thinking about
Yeah,
what you
sorry
want to do.
about that.
No problem. What happened? Just internet died?
Yeah, every once in a while, they just like to... I think our cable company has a thing set up where they just automatically reset people's routers. So it happens at the most inconvenient times whenever they do it.
That blows.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Just waiting for it to load my sheet. Come on.
Excuse me.
Can you shoot me the map again? Let's see.
Hold on. I should put this on camera what I'm doing in Photoshop while you guys are doing this. There we go.
That's what we got.
Oops. Let's see here. Where is my spell? So fifth.
Nicodemus, I got your new token.
Yeah. No, no.
There you go.
Oh, you
Oh, yes.
feet. Oh, those are some awesome feet. Oh, that's
I do
awesome.
defeat it.
That's awesome. Those are
Okay,
pretty
so-
gosh dang proportional too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I free-handed them in Photoshop.
That's legit. Damn, that's nice.
All right.
Let's see here. I am going to. I am going to use 4th level spell, cast Dimension Door, and go. Ooh, hey, what's up, buddy?
Okay.
Go peace the fuck out of here. And that's all I'm doing.
All right. Oh yeah. Albrick ended your turn inside the insect swarm. You take the piercing damage. Elwyn, your turn.
Yep. I'm just gonna firebolt twice. Yeah.
So you guys are keeping an You guys are keeping an eye on this thing's hit points, right?
Nope.
Like you guys aren't even halfway.
Oh, yep.
It's gonna kick your asses.
Yep.
You guys gotta start getting serious here.
We are gonna start getting serious.
I
Okay.
guess I'll go giant mode. Damos, you want to sky soul up real quick so I can not be giant mode, like 85% down.
You should heal him before he goes giant mode.
I'm going to waste my legendary super cool stuff because you fucked up.
I didn't fuck up.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah.
I mean, it
No,
doesn't
that
have
was
to
my
be-
plan. That was my plan, anyways. So yeah,
It doesn't have
I'm
to
going
be sky
to.
swell. It just has to be,
How much are you down by? Actually, just for oh, you're down by a pretty decent amount. Yeah, you're pretty fucked up. So as
I can't
my
math right
action,
now. 195.
so as my action, I'm going to super Damos because that's a cool thing, and Damos loves going super Damos.
Okay.
So that's one of my things. Then I will punch him. And then, so action, extra thingy. Looks like I got to do some sky swelling. So I'll do some sky swelling. I'll be like, hey, bros. And I'll just do it off thing to save some time.
Okay.
Oop. You only get one.
You get 50 hit points back.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna. So she gets a legendary action, and then her attack. I'll do evens on evens on Damos. Okay, so it's odds. That's on Elwyn, on Albrick.
Okay,
Albrick tail attack.
that hits.
Albrick hit. Alright. Her turn.
Hey, bitch.
Oh, I haven't been rolling recharge. She's had 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. Okay, breath has not recharged.
Young lady. $5 you can't try to get me before I burrow into your head and rip your head off your neck.
Yeah, pretty angry at you. Claw attack at you, Damos.
Oh,
This is
looks like you don't know
Tail
how to
attack
hit
at you,
people.
Damos.
Ooh, I'm gonna actually use a fancy thing to not get blown up.
Okay.
I'll use my +4 guys thing.
What
Bite
you got,
attack
neck?
on Albrick.
That hit. Yeah, Damos. I'm going to have to go giant mode anyways, just so it'll start laying damage into the bitch. But good thing you activated Sky Soul.
Well, we're only one 2 within a range, so we're the ones getting healed. Got 4 more turns, baby.
Okay,
Sure,
I'm
Albert.
going to go giant mode. Did we decide if I was already raging, was that a bonus action, or is it just a free action?
It's good. It's free action. I think. It should be in the weapon.
Well,
Inventory.
it says on the weapon that when I rage, I can slam my fists, slam my bracers together. You said I could do. I didn't have to do it immediately when I raged, so.
All right, sure. Go ahead. Free action.
Okay, I think that's how we have been running it. So that is 95% of my hit points.
And you grow in size. Albrick the large.
Yeah. Albrecht the Large.
Oh, Albrecht. We should put this guy in a wrestling ring.
Hey, as long as you've got Sky Source going, I'm good to go.
Yep.
Can't use it. All right. Yeah, we got 4 more turns of it.
Okay, I am at 812 of 855, so...
You're boned.
I'll use some hit
That
dice
was-
so I'm not boned. Yeah, so I will still move 15 feet in a straight line, because that's the thing I can do. She attacked me, so she takes that much damage, and yada yada yada. And I'll attack her.
Okay, you move kind of like down here for 15 feet. Deimos, you're still riding her back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's see, what was it? Oh,
Can you-
I will
can you
add
resync the
hit
map for
dice.
me?
I will add
Say
a
what?
hit dice.
Can you resync the map? There's like a copy of Albrecht.
Does that work?
No, but it's fine. It was still showing you guys moving, so it seems to be
Oh, I am
fine.
fucking nailing these rolls.
Yeah,
Add
that's
19
pretty
more
good.
damage, sure.
Okay.
Second attack. I'll add 1 more hit dice just so I don't die to like a fluke crit from her. Oh fuck yes.
Noise.
And then I think if I try to grab her, I can actually, you know, like try to like restrain her in some way, or is she too big?
Which is pretty big. Pretty big. She's
Okay,
gargantuan, so definitely so two sizes above you for sure.
Okay, then I won't try to grapple her. I'll just make it a third. Oh, that was the wrong roll, but it's the same plus, so it doesn't matter. I just gotta roll the right damage.
Okay. Anything else?
That's what Albrecht does.
All right. At that, she
She's
she's
a lean dwarfen fighting machine.
Yeah. At that point, she's visibly getting angry. And some slivers of emotion begin to break through her stony exterior. You know, basically slain, entrapped, revitalized, mutated, changed, and forced to be enslaved for 4,000 years. This is not a happy dragon. While you guys are there, legendary action, she's going to do her wing attack. So the two of you make dexterity saving throws. You get advantage, Albrecht, but you succeed anyway. Teams, you fail.
Now,
And then she begin. Yeah.
would I take wing attack damage? Because the downward thrust from a wing on behind her head, and wind does not hit there on birds. They fly because that would
True.
push them to the ground.
It's true.
And Deimos is really hoping and dreaming.
All right, sure. Why not? Here comes the damage.
I think
Massive
Deimos'
wind
hopes
beating in
and
the air.
dreams have saved us more than often than not.
Okay, so that's half to you, Albrecht, because you succeeded, and half again because it's you're enraged. So 57 becomes 20. What? 28? Yeah, and then 28 becomes 14.
So 14.
And she flies up and lands kind of like over there.
Oh, I got this. My magic legs.
Legendary action. Okay, that is her move. Adis, your turn.
Which
How-
take an attack of opportunity real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Adis.
How far away would you say I am from her?
Oh, that's pretty far. That's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 feet.
80 feet away? Okay, I'll move
Yeah.
I'll move 20 feet closer, so whatever that is. And then I'm gonna cast a wrong person. Yeah, I'm going to cast an 7th level over channel disintegrate.
Okay.
Where is? Just lost it. There it is. So her save. Of course, she succeeds. So
Doesn't matter, she has legendary
that's
resistances anyway.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
A
Oops.
disintegrate is save or fail. No
Yeah,
half
it
damage.
doesn't do any damage.
Oh, it doesn't do any damage?
Nope.
Oh.
Elwin, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk like right there, right at the door, and I'm gonna cast liquid fire on like
Okay.
her leg regions because Deimos is on her head. So
Yeah,
it's a
Correct.
yeah. So I can do it without hitting Deimos, right?
Yes.
Burn this bitch.
Okay. Okay, so she succeeds, so she takes half damage. 24. And I will quicken a firebolt. Ooh. Would that hit?
Yes.
There we go. And I'll walk back.
All right.
All right.
Deimos,
Damon,
remembering
while
a
you're doing
word
that, tail
Limlick
attack
said.
against you.
Oh, you bitch. Haha.
Misses. Go on.
I'm just remembering the thing that Blimlick said. He says, if you see a hole, keep on digging. And I'm just pounding and I'm just going through. So I'll swing at this lady, this thing twice.
Doesn't matter, I got another one coming. Yeah.
That'll hit.
And with that, like that's just a crack a shell thing. And I'm using my athletics things, my grappling thing, pretty much more just to push whatever thing I hit. Trying to pry it open a bit more as I try to squirm on through there, try to get in that hole. Because I'm channeling the Blimlick.
Yeah. You're trying to break into this small hole that you've cracked into her skull.
I got this. I got this.
All right, you managed to pry up a sizable piece of bone.
Yep. And I'll try to start sliding
there
in there
you
with
go.
the rest of my movement. And then I have my heals I'll just do after just to make things easier for everybody.
That's a decent roll for you.
I know, they're either really good or really bad.
Like a 9 or
There's
10,
no-
you can restore.
Yeah.
Like restore a 9th level spell. That's legit. Or
That
dish
is
out 500.
it's super good. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, my
So
turn.
it
too.
is-
Sorry about that.
Adis, if you don't know what people are doing, these are all tied to their legacy weapons. These abilities that they're doing.
Oh,
So like that's Deimos' thing. This is Alberic's thing. Okay. On her turn, going to fly.
Did you adjust the gender?
What? I assumed you're a ginger bitch. Because I've been through both, and I can.
Lands there. Deimos, you're carried along with. Going to look down the hallway at the annoying spellcasters. Your dragons are pretty smart. She has like a 28 intelligence. She absolutely would do this.
Can I use my reaction to like try to, since I'm like kind of in there, try to like grab neck tendons to try to throw that head off, or that just literally impossible? I'm like a shitty tendon in that neck. I'm like,
Get off it, you bony ass bitch ass dragon. I'm a manly man now.
I'll let you make an athletics check.
Yeah.
13 plus 20, 33.
Pretty darn
Okay.
decent, bitch.
All right. So as she goes over here and she breathes her acid breath down the hallway, because she did recharge. I rolled a 6 last turn. I'll let you guys, since Deimos is redirecting it. Here's a dexterity saving throw. Double failures. I'll detarget you guys. We'll do this manually. We'll go with, let's see, 33.
I'm gonna lucky that.
Okay. That's still not enough. The Okay, Deimos, I'll say, if you burn your haste attack for next turn, right? I'll let you divert her head enough to give them half damage on this. You okay with that?
Yes, I am.
Deimos? Alright, let's say he does. Here's the damage.
You didn't
This is
get
big
do that
damage.
right.
Yes, I am.
I'm out anyway, so it don't really matter.
Okay, so this will be 45 damage to you guys.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
I'm
both
down.
anyway.
My death ward kicks in, so I'm at 1 HP.
Okay. Alright, Adis is unconscious. Albrecht, your turn.
As I look down the hallway and see Adis get unconscious, I'm like, Adis, this better not become a regular thing. As I move 15 feet in a straight line.
I have to bust out the big guns.
What do you think I've already done?
Ellen's been hanging on to his. Hit.
Shit, a 44 to hit.
Crit, 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 crit.
That is a crit. Nice. Have you been rolling your extra die for damage for because your advantage?
I thought that was only on fiends.
Oh, that's right. It's only
Hey.
fiends.
Hey, Adis, did you? Oh shit! I didn't even stick that on there. I burnt the spell in the very beginning. Did you use your death ward?
Haven't had one the entire time we've been in here that I was aware
Did you
of.
death ward everyone?
I death ward Elwyn, me, and Adis. Just with all my 4th levels, just to get him out of the way, just because I assumed Alberg would be good with his roll 8 stuff. Sorry, I might
After
have
the,
marked the spells off. That's my bad. Sorry about that.
Okay.
But I
That's fine.
swear I totally did do it, or meant to.
If you had the spells burned, you did it. Yep.
Oh yeah, they're burned.
Cool.
Midas,
Alright, so Adis, you're up with 1 hit point. Yeah.
out of pure curiosity, do you think I could tell about how many hit points this guy has left?
No.
Okay.
Somewhere in the red.
Somewhere in the red.
The not happy area.
I'll have
Wait
to
till
whip
next
it
turn.
out, guys. Don't worry.
Okay, do it, man. That's my turn.
All right, Adis, your turn. She's getting close.
Alright.
I mean, you can see large chunks of scale and bone breaking off from her. Her head is cracked open where Deimos is trying to pry open her skull plate. She's not looking that great.
I need to do a roll real quick because I forgot to after the long rest. 20. That's how many charges my staff gets back. I'm gonna move
Okay.
back my full 30 feet, and then I will blow 7 charges from the staff to cast a 7th level fireball.
Hey, you just attacked me.
That was the dragon.
Oh, that was the dragon attacking you. Her legendary action.
Oh, yeah, that hit.
Go on, Adis.
So yeah, I'm casting, and I'm going to sculpt it, obviously, so it doesn't hurt
Okay.
anybody else. Wow, why couldn't she have
She
done
will
that
legend-
whenever?
She'll burn her legendary resistance.
That's fine. So 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ching.
Okay. 23.
And yeah, and I moved back like 30, however far 30 feet would have been.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Anything else? Elwin, sitting at 1 hit point. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk right through the door. I'm gonna say, "All right, bitch, you're done." My targeting. There we go. I'm gonna whip out my legacy weapon, and 2 beams of energy are gonna shoot from it. Now, I will spend some sorcery points to give her disadvantage on this save.
Okay. Twin dragon heads, one of ice, one of flame, burst out. Roll again. So she fails.
Okay, and then here's the second one that hits. All right, so
She a
let's
legendary
fire-
resist to succeed. So
So that's cut in half.
Holy shitballs.
And
Chit,
then
chit, chat.
that's
Roll
the
the ice.
second roll.
completely demolished. The flame and the ice just go out, and you can see the two acting in unison, striking the same target. Deimos, you're on the frosty end. Your feet suddenly get frosted over, and they become like hardened, and they're caught in the ice, and they're become like oddly transparent.
That's crazy.
And
That's crazy.
And you can see the bone and the sinew and the leather and the stone that held her together just suddenly crack and break and begin to fall apart as the sheer power of the two extremes of temperature just tear her apart on almost a molecular level. The creature just hideously begins to fall apart, and as she does, her eyes glance up to you, Elwyn, and as a dragon kind and you with a draconic ancestry, you sense a brief moment of even just emotional connection. Deep in her eyes, you sense gratitude as she falls down to dust. Deimos, you land, and your feet are like frozen, like trapped in ice. You can almost see through them.
Oh shit! This is crazy shit. Oh goddamn!
Rest in peace, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, just get these out of the way.
Yep, you get 3 more of those, so
Yeah, that's it.
Adis, this is Elwyn's legacy weapon. It's a shame all the people that left the game had some pretty cool weapons. I liked Ashox.
Yeah,
I liked
Ashox was super cool.
Euphemia's was good. She never used it though.
Oh, she did,
No, she did. She
but
used it
it
all
was
the time.
it was the only
Yeah.
thing.
I actually
she
kind of like
used.
that. I thought it was a pretty
Yeah.
cool mechanic.
Yeah.
Well,
I really
didn't-
like Gale's. What was her name?
Renly.
Renly's. Yeah.
Feldorn's
I really
was
liked
pretty
Renly's.
cool.
Yeah,
Feldorn was
Remember
sweet as
Feldorn's?
well. Yeah, his sword. Yeah, his sword.
the like 1d100 damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, every time he attacked. Okay.
Killjack's original weapon was pretty cool as well. The smiting.
Yeah.
The smiting through the ground. I really like Killjack's original one.
That's right. Okay. As the dragon falls apart, you guys are met with an angry visage and an angry apparition. He says,
You know, I worked long and hard on that particular creature. It took years of my life to tame her, entrance her, kill her, revitalize her, and enslave her will. And all that goes up in just moments.
Yeah.
I kind of look around the party and I say, well, I thought that was one of the easier things that we faced in this dungeon so far.
Hey, you big oaf. Shove it. I'm having a moment here, can't you tell?
Hey, bro. Why you instead of ruining your creations, just let us through to the end and be cool.
You mean
Yeah.
you don't want to fight all the other
Well,
things I have here in the dungeon for you?
I love it, but don't you want to see all your hard work just not go to waste?
I've been waiting here 4,000 years
Yeah,
for
bro.
worthy adventurers to come and take up the cause which I started and failed at.
That
To
was,
release me
definitely-
from my imprisonment.
We definitely killed some of your stronger things, right? Totally, yeah, right? Yeah.
No, this is build up. Don't you know anything about dungeons?
Oh,
First,
shit.
you would go on from here. You would face my electric gremlins, and then you would continue a little bit further and go up against one of my favorite creatures, the large
Oh, shit.
purple worm.
Oh, fuck. Now,
And
where's
then
this?
if you made it through that,
Uh,
and
I
the
just
traps along the
yawned.
way,
Does he always?
you would
talk
eventually
this
come
much?
face to face with myself, and I would
Oh.
slay you.
oh, come on, bro. Why'd you even do that? That's fucked up.
Hey,
Because-
Midas, I'm going back down to
Where are you going?
small size.
Okay.
Because
Because I'm bitter and angry. Do
This
you
is
know
an
what
illusion,
happened to
you
me?
said?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got fucked up.
I used three
Hey,
charges off the staff to attempt to dispel it.
hey, bro. Is your real form do you have that cool ass mustache?
You'd be sick.
You saw his body. His body was this. It looked like this sort of originally, but it got destroyed and eaten away. Adis, you dispel it in the one corner of the room, but this whole place is something that a wizard far more powerful than you built over hundreds of years. So it just pops up somewhere else, like in this corner now.
All right.
Well, let's go find those stupid gremlins.
Bro. Anything over this way?
He says, do you know what I went through? He says,
A lot of
I
shit,
found
bro.
him. I found Befinzor, and I tried to pull him out of his stupor. He had lulled himself into this ridiculous, false sense of identity where he thought
Yeah.
himself someone else completely forgotten. I put my own soul at risk to try to awaken him, and in doing so seared myself and was repulsed by his pure, white, brilliant power. And here I am, rotting away. What's an old wizard to do?
Folly.
You'll be fine, bro.
What do you plan to do if you found Befinzor?
save
Ask
the
him
world.
for help.
But
Save
at this
the world,
point, the
you
only
say?
thing I want him to ask, the only thing I want to ask him is for him to wipe this cursed place off the face of the planet, so you'll finally shut up.
The rest of the Dragon Lords have been taken by their queen god Tiamat, and we want to rescue them, and we are trying to battle against Asmodeus so he doesn't destroy the heavens.
And those dragons are our
yeah,
bros.
yeah.
So we need to find Befinzor.
He says,
Perhaps we play a different game.
Oh. I love games. What do we got?
Perhaps we go double or nothing. What say you? A greater risk, a larger gamble. You could, of course, battle your way through the remains of my dungeon. You have come about 2/3 of the way, but the most dangerous items are further in still. Or we can see if you possess the fortitude to do what I could not. What say you? Would you like a pass to the end to see if you are strong enough? Or would you like to fight further?
Pass to the end. Hey, Deimos, could you give me 88 hit points by the chance?
If I did do that, that would destroy all my high level spells.
Okay, because it might be worth it, just thinking about it.
All right, but if I do that, nobody's gonna get rezzed. Just as a heads up.
Fair enough. Okay, so don't do that. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think we should take this deal.
I warn you. If you fail, you will be trapped here forever and you will be mine to toy with.
I mean,
But
if we
if
already
one
got-
amongst you can conquer the power, can handle the spell that I wove together to try to lure Beffinzor out into the world, then perhaps all will not be lost. Your choice. What do you choose?
I mean, we've got two powerful spellcasters among us now. I think between the two of them, they can learn it. So let's do it.
All right. If we do think we do go now, we're gonna go with 0 heals though. If we go
I'm
through...
not asking you to heal me, Deimos. So don't.
Oh no, I meant anybody though.
What do you guys want to do?
We should take a short rest.
As a show of good faith, I will allow you to rest for a brief while, but don't think that I will grant you time to recover fully again.
Short rest.
Let's make that back.
I'm actually going to expend hit dice in this short rest because it might be better for me to be at full from the beginning.
I say we just fucking go.
Yeah, might as well.
I still have all my spell slots, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm only down on my 9th and 1/7.
Fuck it, I'm going to full
Okay.
hit points. Yeah, let's just go after this short rest.
Welcome.
Okay. So, an hour goes by, which he goes away. He leaves you alone for. Then, after the hour is up, his image reappears on the walls.
So what is your decision?
We'll
Let's-
take your deal.
Let's do this, bro.
I warn you. I myself was not able to conquer this power, to wield this spell. I doubt you own the strength, but we shall see.
You are not Elwyn, fire god from the sky.
I killed
And
a
here.
Lord of Hell.
All right. So he shows you. He reveals the rest of his domain to you. The next path to go along was south, or like down that staircase. I just want to show it to you because I want to show you the whole map. Because the map is pretty cool.
Did you make this map?
No, this is an isometric map from a package I bought off of Kickstarter.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna cast
Right.
Stone Skin on myself.
Okay. So he says, you would have traveled onward and faced the traps and the monsters along the way. And you would have come up with my greatest pet, the purple worm. And faced a body of myself. My final form. The dread red dragonborn that I inherited was quite strong. That I inhabited. And would have found that after you had done it all, there would have been nothing there. Backtrack you would have had to this very spot that you reside at now. Look, my own resting chamber. Go up if you dare.
Was there cool stuff in those chests, bro?
How about this?
Depends on how fortunate you are and which ones you chose to open.
Okay. Here in this room, there is one final tomb, and on it is a small, frail form. The final body that he tried to survive in. It's a very plain room. Um, it's one that looks like the most lived in, essentially, most practical. There's a small table, like a writing table with various things scattered across it. There's some books all over the place scattered on the floor. You see the remnants of a tray with like a ceramic cup and bowl on there, and any of its contents long since evaporated and rotted away. But this was the place that Dolric actually dwelt in the most. And there, on the stand by the bed, on the nightstand by the bed, you see a parchment, a scroll, more specifically. Are you all in there? Adis, what are you doing?
Let's take a look at
Yeah,
it.
follow him up. I follow him up.
Okay. He says to you,
This is where I rested. This is where I did my most powerful incantations, where I weaved the magics of this world together in great force. I'm brilliant, you know. Was brilliant. Was powerful. Everything subdued to my will, but all for naught. I could not rise above my station. I could not embrace my true destiny. I could not touch the stars. And the one who had outstripped me so powerfully that I was banished here to rot away in pain and suffering, trapped here with my minions and my playthings. 4,000 years I've been waiting here, waiting for one to come and perhaps finish what I could not. I've seen great tenacity in you. Let's see if you can grasp the scroll and finish what you've started.
on the table lies a single scroll.
I'm gonna try to, without touching it first, I want to see if I can read it.
All right. I need a Arcana check. Okay. The content of the scroll is, as soon as you approach it, Elwyn, you recognize it is being extremely formidable. This is not your average spell scroll. This is an item far beyond anything that you are familiar with, that you have encountered before. This is the work, the magnum opus, the final work of the greatest sorcerer, or the greatest wizard of his time. A name that had been lost to history, but easily as powerful as some of the great mages in the past. You know, the people, the arcane users that some of your own spells were named after, would have been peers or subordinate to Dolric in his prime. This is something on an entirely another level. Glancing across the runes and the inscriptions on it, You recognize some of the freedoms, the the um, the nuances, the what do you call it? The give and take of arcane magic. There, it reminds you a lot of how Akelia used to work when she would craft new spells just almost flippantly. Um, but just like her work was beyond you, you know enough about magic to recognize that what she was doing was incredible.
Yeah.
It's still on a completely different level. It's the work of a savant, one who could manipulate the weave and twist it about in ways that is kind of beyond you.
Yeah, yeah. Having cast when I used my wish up, and we cast that shit together, it was just incredible. And I remember pretty much everything that we went through, and how she managed to pretty much go into time and space itself and change fate. So I will set this down and look over. And I'll be honest, this shit is cray cray.
Okay,
Guys.
you're also a sorcerer.
So I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna say, new dude, you wanna try to check this out?
Sure. I'll have a look at it without touching it.
Okay. I need an Arcana check from you.
Yeah, I got no clue.
It's likewise the same. It's it's on a level completely different from what you've experienced before. The only redeeming fate that you have, the only redeeming feature you have, is that it was penned by a wizard, and you, having devoted your life to the arts of recording and learning spells, having actually in your time in hell exhausted the list of known spells of common the common what do you call it, the liturgy, the common library of spells. You've memorized them all and learned them all. That is your only salvation in being able to recognize what's going on here, because the patterns that he uses, the what's a good way to put it, the template, the format that he uses is familiar to you. You at least recognize that in certain sections would be foundational thoughts and premises, and then in following in certain sections would be elaborations on a theorem, and at the end of it all would be his conclusions and the way to fully materialize and manipulate the spell. So that's what you gain from your Arcana check. You know that if you were to actually try to read and interpret the spell, it'd be a pretty massive undertaking. It would take quite a bit of time, and would be quite the strenuous activity.
Yeah, dudes, I'll say to Deimos and to Albert, all right, this thing right here, it's made by the people that had to learn magic, like my talent that I was born with. So
Oh, shit.
yeah, it's different than the magic I cast.
I got
But
it.
maybe this dude here.
Nope, I don't get it, guys. It's paper.
Don't wipe your ass with it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, what do you want to do?
If anybody's going to be able to cast this spell, it's going to be Adis. If I try to do it, he has a better chance
Yeah,
of being able to handle it.
These are all
You're
going to be
more for,
intelligence
like-
checks.
yeah. You guys are more for like what, natural talent, sorcerer, and then like wizards are more for just like I like math.
Yeah.
Yeah, my skill is charisma, dude. Look at my intelligence.
Midas,
Yo.
could I have another look at it since I'm a linguist?
You've gathered as much of it as you can to actually try to read it now and interpret it. It's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a series of 3 intelligence checks in a row, and there's gonna be an escalating DC. All right.
What do we know what'll happen if I read it? Is it like gonna cast it if we read it, or are we just reading it to learn about it?
You don't know. You're trying to. You're gonna have to try to read it.
You know, we
I'm
could
not
always
sure.
try to pick it up with a cloth and put it in a bag and take it back to.
This is the test.
I pick it up and start reading it.
I will give you some guidance as these.
Your friends are able to help you in the sense that if there's any spells or any things that they can do to try to help you pass these checks.
Does reading it require
Oh
concentration?
wait, you said intelligence, right?
It's gonna be all intelligence rolls.
Ooh, guess
Can
who's
I-
gonna enhance something? I'm gonna enhance him with his intelligence checks.
Can I
Burnt
maintain a
it.
concentration spell while I am reading this?
I'm gonna say no. This is gonna take the full attention of your intellect.
Okay.
I give you the owls, whatever thingy, so you have advantage on
It's not the owl.
intelligence rolls.
It's the other one.
Oh, other one. Sorry. Oopsie poopsies.
I think owl's wisdom.
It is. Ah, shit. I was gonna say. Whatever. There's your intelligence one. It's of a smart bird.
Nice.
Oh,
smarter-
fox.
I'm smarter than I was before.
Okay.
Interesting. I start reading it.
Okay. First check will be a straight intelligence check. All right. This is gonna
Okay.
be DC 15.
Barely.
As you settle down, you say to everybody else, "Hold on, guys. This is gonna take a while." You settle down and you begin to try to read the scroll. The framework of some of the language is beginning to come into place. It's not that you don't understand the language. It's that it's written in a language you understand, but it's like reading like a super high math book. You know, you can say the words, but it's trying to understand what the words mean and the concepts being laid out is quite strenuous. Okay.
I'm gonna try to remember how Euphemia gave us inspiration, and then I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna punch him in the face and say, "You got this." Do I inspire him?
Let's see. Do you have any abilities that would let you do that?
No. That's just how Euphemia used to do it. She used to hit us
He's
with her
got
sword.
he's got really good charismas. And also think about this, we got inspiration while getting stabbed. So this way we're not even getting stabbed, so it should probably work.
Hey, you. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Not you, faggot. Elf. That one
Yeah.
over there. The one with the white pasty white face looking at the scroll. He looks like, you know, he likes to walk on the odd side. I'll bet if you promise him a little sucky, you know, a little jerky, he'd be really able to do that thing.
Oh, I'll give you my backpack, bro. Whatever you want with my backpack. Just get it done.
That one looks like he likes the elven kind, you know, the pointy-eared kind. That'd be what I do.
No. I'll point ears on my backpack, bro. Ball and gag them, bro. Stick them off like a pig. I got this.
But can you
Well,
guide him on
since-
the next roll, though?
I don't feel
can't.
inspired
It's
because
concentration.
I'm not an elf.
Ah.
Okay. Oh, I guess Pepin would have been able to
Yeah,
do something
Pepin would have.
with his whatever it was that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next one is going to be a little bit easier. It's going to be an Arcana check, but the DC goes
Okay.
up. All right. This is a DC 20 Arcana.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah.
You crush that one as the and that makes sense. Being a wizard, the magical essence of what you're having to come across, what you're having to interpret, begins to formulate. And with Deimos there, concentrating on his enhanced spell ability, it's really coming together. The two of you working together. All right. Okay, last one. Last one is going to be a history check. DC 27.
Ouch.
Anybody got some?
It's escaping you. What are you guys gonna do?
I have 1 luck point left, but I don't know if can I give it to him?
To exchange your luck for his?
Yeah.
Let him burn a spell slot to do it.
Yeah, I'll burn. I got a 9th level spell slot I can burn.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Oh, 9th level. Damn.
Wow.
Can he roll like with advantage again if I use the 9th?
It'll work like luck. He can roll additional
Okay.
die. I mean, you guys can make an argument for how you're helping him. You're all in this together, so I'll let you guys make an argument for how you're helping him.
While he's doing history, I want to add in my history because I have, like not much history, but I know a little bit about history. So I'll be like, look at this history stuff you might have missed. See, I point out things you might have missed.
Okay, all right. Adis, Elwin burned his 9th level spell slot to give you his last luck point. You can roll an additional d20.
So it's 28,
28.
because it's plus 13 on a history check.
28 is one more than you needed. With actually it's pretty much, you know, Deimos, you focusing on enhancing his mind, Elwin and Adis, you trying desperately and with all of your intellect to try to understand the scroll. Elwin, your pure understanding of your pure instinct for magic. You come alongside him, and your one contribution, him struggling with the final concept. You point out how the relationship of one rune to another, and it actually reminds you a lot of what you saw Akelia did. One of the things you understood is she was able to pull these abstract concepts that seemingly unrelated together and put them together and overlapping them in ways that you never would have thought of. You mentioned how maybe these two items, these two concepts that Adis is struggling with are not in conflict at all, but they just overlap and they harmonize. And that was all that Adis needed, just that one little thought to finally crack through. And Adis, you sit down and you read the scroll.
Oh, damn.
The scroll
Oh,
of
damn.
Dorkelheimen?
That's Dulric's full name.
If he ever tells me that, oh, you had a legacy item planned out for him right away.
Oh, damn.
I see that you have come a long ways, more than I expected you would. Perhaps the door into tomorrow is yours, that which I could not claim for my own. Take it. Win your tomorrow. Seize your fates back from the gods, those bastards. And perhaps redeem us all in the process.
For the first time, a smile, it's like a wretched kind of ugly smile, comes to this guy's face. He says, "Yes, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll be able to rest someday."
Wait, this dude, he wants to be like freed, right?
He hopes to.
Okay, so do we have any general knowledge of this dude, or did you say he was like lost to time?
It's ancient. Very just legends and some. He's basically the stuff of legends.
So based on the legends, was he a good guy or an evil fuck?
He was all over the place. Mostly the legends are him being like this megalomaniac kind of like collector and all that stuff.
But he wasn't really like your like prince of hell evil.
No. He was
Alright.
I mean, he captured creatures, he enslaved them, he bent nations to his will, that kind of stuff. But
But he didn't participate in the struggle, really. Oh, then okay. I tell him that in exchange for this power, that I offer him my word that before the day comes that I naturally draw my last breath, I will free him from his confinement.
'Tis a kindness. Would be much appreciated. I have nothing else to offer but what you have in your hand.
I'm like, hey, bro, you do have something you could offer.
What? What?
Where is Bifinsor?
When I found him,
you see him begin to wave his hand in the air, and along the wall, there is a map, and the map. So he conjures an ancient version of this map. The nations are all different. The boundary lines are all different. Actually, there's no national. There's just a few crude things. He says,
4,000 years ago, the world was different from what you know now. He says, I found Bifinsor, the dragon of all dragons, the mind of searing light, the one who had reached above and found the secret, who had gained the ire of the gods and brought upon himself and his whole species death. I found him in mortal form. He dwelt among those who tunnel under the earth, lived in squalor, primitive, tribal, short of stature, hairy, crude. In this land,
I kind of just cough like.
yes, like you, red of hair, was he.
Did somebody tell us we already met him, or was that just you, Midas, out of character?
No, we were told he favored the little folk.
Does he like to open little bars?
He was not.
No.
He was not opposed to the drink. It was before I found him, deep in a cellar full of home-crafted alcohol and wasting away in a drunken stupor.
This is what I'm thinking, you son of a bitch.
Do you recall his name?
Bifinsor is what I
No,
called
his
Sure.
the name he used in the shape of the dwarf.
The dwarf is what he called himself. I knew him only as that. Bifinsor, the dwarf.
I don't know.
Does this scroll that you gifted us still give us the ability to find him?
It's written in there.
Okay.
Seems like I know a redheaded dwarf.
I'm looking at you. I
Thank
know
you.
lots of red-headed dwarfs. None of them named Befinzor.
Yeah.
Not
I'm-
Professor.
I think I'm dating one, but that's a she.
Yeah. But I'm thinking of like a dwarf that, you know, he like kind of like ran around, had bars, he did a mercenary thing, we brought him back to life-ish.
Oh, you are
Kind of
not
fucked around all the
being
time.
serious, are you?
I'm being super serious.
What's his name?
Holy shit! That's right.
What's his name?
Hold on. I have it.
No. Midas, if you loop this all back around.
Because if he fucks us up, he was just
No.
fucking us over the whole time.
You said it
come
was somebody
save
we
me,
already
he
knew.
says.
You said it
Yeah,
was
come
already somebody
save me,
already-
he says. Oh, he was fine. He was just taking a nap.
Genius, Midas.
Big ol' shit. I'm
What's
just
his
a
name?
little dwarf. Don't worry about me.
Ellen. What's his
I'm
name?
looking through my notes.
Oh my god, Midas, you shit.
Deimos, do you remember when he died?
Yeah.
Back, he got killed by Shenlim, right? And you tried to resurrect him.
Yep.
And I told you how weird it felt.
No, I 100% remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, you were just like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah. Yeah. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. You son of.
You resurrected
I was
him,
like,
but it felt extremely weird. His anatomy was all different.
Yeah.
his-
Yeah. I was like squinty eye when that happened like a year and a freaking half ago. I'm like, all right, maybe it's because he's a dwarf and I'm just a shitty cleric. That's probably what it is. No, but no,
Elwin,
he was popping up in key locations.
Do you remember when you guys met him randomly in that bar before he went into Cragland? And he told you about the dwarf. You asked him about what dwarves were like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how he told you this weird ass
my God.
story about how they were all primitive and tribal and stuff.
Yes, damn it.
Yep.
And you went and you go into
I
the country.
totally thought of.
And it's
How
like
long have you been
super,
setting this up?
It's like super technological and super advanced and sophisticated. You remember that?
Yes.
Ah,
How
super-
long have you been setting this up?
At least a year and a half.
Yeah, I totally remember. Like
God.
the thing is, too, like every time he comes around, he's like super cool, but super shady. I'm just like, oh, you son of a
And
bitch.
he pops up all over the world.
Yeah.
Ellen, what was
Dude,
his
Anyway.
name?
I don't have it. I don't have his name.
You remember
I have
his
everyone's name, dude.
name. You remember his name.
Give me the first letter.
It's a B.
Brachus. No, I'm just joking.
Nope.
I wish. He's the drinking god of the Greeks.
That's Bacchus, not Brachus.
You remember the first time
Oh,
you guys met
the-
him, Deimos? It would have been.
Yep.
It was in Amberbrook.
Dude, that was like session like freaking like 4 or
Yeah, it was like
3 or
session
something
4,
like.
3 or 4, because he fought.
Yep.
He helped you guys fight the wolf pack after Euphemia
Mhm.
killed the guy. And I remember how funny it was what his name was,
Yeah.
because his name was.
Oh,
Biffin.
destiny,
Biffin.
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 Oh, Biffin.
Adis, are you completely lost?
No,
Should be.
I
Goddamn.
already knew this.
Biffin.
That's like the only guy I didn't wrote down. Adjudicator Aaron, Eric
Biffin.
Storm, Hyrcanus
Son
Moltor,
of a bitch.
Lucius
Well-
Boss, Arthur
Oh
Brooks.
my god.
He even
Midas,
he even
Midas.
died in the fire when the hippogriffs burned the town and you guys were running away.
Mhm.
He died in the fire back then, and then suddenly when you guys made your way through all the wilderness and got to West Vane, he was there as a mercenary. Remember?
I totally remember that too, and I thought that was iffy. And I was like, wait a second, how would you get? And he was just like, oh, I just totally just got away. Lucky I am, son of a bitch. Okay. Alright, you son of a bitch.
well,
Nope. Mm-mm.
Pablo Chimichanga Super Cook.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even care anymore. Pablo might actually be a god now.
Yeah.
And we're going to start testing these things now. We need god testers
God of
now.
chimichangas, God of
Like, for real.
tequila.
Hey,
Like,
hey
who's
guys,
the god of cooking?
Yes, Adis.
if I use the short rest feature of this scroll, any spell I cast with a saving throw, I can make its DC 35.
You can
Nice, dude.
amplify a single feature of a spell.
Actually, no, because it would be 35. Sorry, 35.
Two dragons.
Legacy weapons are neat, dude. And you know you
It's
don't
like-
need to attune to them, right?
There's a melding scrolls attunement. So you have 3 attunements to normal items, and then 1 melding to a legacy item. So it doesn't
Sweet.
consume a slot. Now yours is not. Your tier 2 is not unlocked. Everyone else's tier 2 is unlocked.
Right.
Okay.
I have an idea how I can
Biffin.
accomplish that, but it'll take a while.
We do know, like, literally the goddess of the weave, so she might be able to help with that. She's
Yeah,
like
no. I was actually
like
gonna ask
an-
Midas.
an NPC's divine girlfriend.
Yeah, I've met her in a more personal level than you have.
Killdrack was pretty personal with her.
Well,
Yeah,
Killdrack.
yeah.
But Killdrack is mine now. He's an NPC.
I know.
Yeah.
And I am
Damos says if you get
because he is a mess
too
of a
much with
character.
her, I'll
So
polymorph you.
Since she's there now, though, does that technically mean that that realm in the heavens exists again?
The heavens are in chaos.
Well, no, I know.
Okay,
But you
so
said when Mr. got killed,
Mhm.
the realm fell apart, and then that lady was ascended to hold the weave together. So did it recreate?
you'll have to investigate that and find out.
Okay.
Okay, now that we did this, I'm gonna gather everyone around, and I'm gonna say, fucking observatory in Mistrala.
We're gonna get Biffin.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's go find Biffin.
All right, you guys.
Midas.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on one of the best campaigns ever. Like
No.
straight up.
You're a bad person. Bring Biffin back into this. Make the girl who was died in a thing come back like literally a year and a half later. Yeah.
Biffin was one of my long plays. I've been holding on to that one for a long time.
Oof.
There's at least
You're
one
giving-
other. You'll have to
You're giving Damos a heart attack. Oh wait.
There's at least one
I'll
other
find out.
one other long play.
I still think it should have been Tycho, but yeah.
I mean, his name is
No,
Biffinzor. That didn't help.
Yeah. Biffin was literally like one of my top tier. If Damos died early on, I was going to ask if you played Biffin, but apparently that would not have been able to be happen then. Gosh damn, Biffin's a boss.
Oh, I can't wait to introduce Adis to Tycho.
Okay. So,
I hope you like your wheat strong, man.
as you guys disappear from, as you guys teleport away from Dolric's underground tomb, he does not interfere with your teleportation spell. You just hear his he doesn't even say anything, but there's a feeling of hope. He's hoping that you guys are able to accomplish what he was not able to accomplish, as he allows you to teleport away from his realm, and you guys vanish across the Dakran plains that separate the border mountains from Mistrala. And having gained access to Mistrala, you guys are some of the few who are able to teleport. You guys arrive in at the foot of the Silver Spire, but this is not the Silver Spire that you guys remember, because this is the Silver Spire of 2 years later.
Oh shit, I forgot about
that's
that
right.
fact. Yeah.
Okay. As you
Oh
arrive,
fuck.
you see a large portion of the spire broken and torn and tattered. There's still people around you and stuff, but the good-natured town, the thriving environment that you remember is no more. It looks somewhere between a military base and a refugee camp.
I look for the nearest person and say, who is in charge now? Where's Telephos? Master Kotinin? Tycho.
Tycho.
A minotaur sees you approach and says, and recognition comes to his eyes. He says,
You. You have not been heard of for many, many moons. Jesus. Much has happened since your departure. Seer Kotinin is no more, but Grandmaster Telephos will be anxious to hear of you. Come. Much hangs in the balance,
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah.
And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Fucking years.
Nope. We're gonna go. Another 3 hours. We got this.
That's where we're ending for tonight.
Fucking
Ah.
years. Oh my god.
Nope.
Adis?
Ellen, is your
Or-
soul worth it?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For like the longest time, like I'm talking maybe 2 months ago, like real time, like real life time, I got this ring of teleport. Before then, I had to use all my 7th, 8th, and 9th level spell slot to teleport us around everywhere, so I couldn't use them in combat.
All right, guys.
It was the Ellen taxi service.
Yeah.
It really was.
So
We
Ellen
had the
talked.
Telephos taxi service for
If
a
any of you
while
guys
as
get in
well.
touch with Gail, ask her if she
Mhm.
wants to play. If not, like I said, I've got 2 other people who want to jump in. I don't want to jump up to
Mhm.
6 players again. It was too much.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up to 5, and we'll call it good, and probably try to finish the campaign with that many.
Okay.
I really
Uh,
want Gail back, so yeah, if Ellen talk her
Yeah,
into
I'll
it.
ask her. No, she wants to. She's told me she definitely wants to. And she has a game that's finishing. She said it's close to being done. But yeah, I'll ask her again. I'll actually get in touch with her tomorrow.
Yeah, cool.
All right,
And if you
guys.
just wanted to tell us what the other character was, who's a big deal, no big deal. Whatever. That's cool. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever.
The other one that I have hanging in the works is my longest play. I've been literally planning that for a long time, but we'll.
I cast legend lore and name Midas King.
Nope, it doesn't work that. I was trying to think back.
Is it that guy who was friends to the king originally, that dwarf rogue?
Nope. Nope.
All right, so you guys remember Biffin the dwarf, and maybe you guys can find him next week.
Mhm.
All
The
right.
other one, the other
That's
guy
cool.
that you're trying to figure out who it is, he's a Kender.
All right, dude, that was freaking.
Yes, dang. Captain Fluffy Paws took Captain Fluffy Paws from Deimos. You can't fuck with Deimos anymore.
Oh, dude, you're a man again. You can go find her.
Whoa, wait. No, she's still my cat.
Hey, I have a question. Can you polymorph a human? Can you use polymorph to just change the sex of a person?
Maybe you could get creative with it. Maybe temporarily, just like like for like a one-night stand kind of thing.
No, I was just
If that's
curious
what you're
because
into.
it.
Yeah.
I was
we're
gonna
not
fuck with
judging
him and
you.
turn him back into a woman.
That'd be
While
fine.
he's
I mean,
asleep.
I'd probably morph you too back into whatever shape I could think of.
You'd have to know I did it though.
Yeah, Deimos,
I'm-
the only reason Captain Fluffy Paws couldn't stand you was because you were a female.
No, Captain Flight Boss is my buddy. Doesn't matter if I'm a guy or a girl. I'm gonna walk Captain Fluffy Paws down the aisle one day, and I'll be the happiest goddamn daddy in the world.
All right.
And you feel a gentle slap on your ass.
Wait, what? Why are you slapping my butt?
No,
I'm
that's
a
just
dude,
what
bro.
You, feel. You don't
Thanks,
see nothing.
Midas.
Why you touching my butt, bro?
All right.
You
All
don't
right,
see
I'm gonna
anything.
turn my computer off, and I want you to think long and hard about why you're trying to touch Damos's butt. I mean, I can't judge you; it's a great butt, but I'm just be like, hey, bro, it's a man butt. It's plump.
I'm standing
but
like
it's also
20
firm.
feet. I'm standing 20 feet away
Nope,
from you.
mm-mm.
You're looking
I
at
saw
me.
what you did. I saw what you did. I've
Hey,
been
Adis,
around the
as you're
block.
talking about touching Deimos' ass, I walk up behind Deimos and gently fondle it as I say, "This is my ass."
Yeah.
And,
Bro,
and
see,
Ellen gets
yeah.
the other cheek.
See,
Like,
And then,
this is
and then,
our-
and then you, and
these
then you
guys,
feel
these
a
guys
hand,
know, these guys know how to do it. These guys
then
know how to do it.
then
You,
you all-
sir,
you all-
are,
you all-
and I mean with all due respect, and totally acceptance, but you, sir, are gay.
and then, and
And
then all
you're
of
not
you
trying
feel,
to touch my butt like that.
and then all
Unlike
of,
my bro Tonio's
all
over
of
here.
you feel a cold finger tickling your butthole.
Oh,
Is it a mage hand finger?
Yeah.
In my real life game, we keep joking about how it's a mage hand, and that somewhere in some other plane there's this old mage that keeps lending like wizards and novices his hand, and he just gets all these kicks out of. Imagine how many buttholes in the history of D&D that guy's fingered.
Too many. Too
Like
many.
in all of D&D. I mean, that's primary use of the Mage Hand spell. I mean, you got to know
I
what
do
it's
believe
for.
so. At first, people tried to use it for like real things. But once you hit like level like 7 and higher, it's like you only use it for stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's doing. There's an old pervert mage somewhere just keeps lending like players his hand to use.
It's just a god somewhere.
Yeah, this is totally cool, bro.
All right.
right.
Well,
Yep.
I'll see you guys next time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Catch you next week, guys.
Yep.
Good night.